What?
And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the weekly recap from We Are Soccer. Holy crap! I'm in a good mood because my Villa won big time 6-1 over Brighton. Sorry, Brooks. I'm in a great mood this weekend. But that, unfortunately, is not the main topic tonight. We had a lot of upsets. Man City going down. Manchester United going down. But those are not the big topics either. Liverpool versus Tottenham. Liverpool sees red. 2 reds. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the VAR controversy. We're going to talk about the tackle. We've had on the Facebook group, some pretty good arguments going back and forth. Some people chiming in a way I didn't think that they would. Interesting there. We got lots to get to tonight, guys. Do me a huge favor. Put your thoughts in the comments, no matter where you're watching, whether you're on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, you name it, wherever you're at, put those comments in. We want to hear it. And if they're good enough, we're going to read them off. Yeah, we will. All right. Before I introduce the gentleman on the other side of the room here, I just do. I want to say a big thank you to our partners in crime, our sponsors. They help us. They are what make this show go. Thank you to Soccer World. Thank you to Next Level Training. Thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. Thank you to the Michigan Jags. We appreciate the love and support that you have shown to our network. Very much appreciated. Now, as I said, I'm happy. My Villa won. It's good. It's a good weekend for me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get to the boys on the other side of the side of the room here. At Muscle Island, we've got Danny, who's had a hell of a weekend traveling the country for soccer. And then we've got Nate. I'm just going to, you know what? Just going to go ahead and put the camera right on Nate, and you'll see what we're talking about. Nate, how are you, my friend?
No, excuse me. Put some respect on that, please. Address me by my new formal name. Nate, member of Atletico Michigan League Champs, for short. Thanks.
I don't know if I can say that name the whole day,
okay,
but
just,
I'll try.
ATM League Champs, for short.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. But you know what? I think that deserves. That deserves a Brooks. That might deserve a clap. A We Are Soccer clap. Well done. Well done to Nate.
Shout out to the boys.
Atletico Michigan.
Well done to Nate. Shout out to the boys
of
Atletico Michigan.
You know what?
The kind group of guys who put together a jersey fund for Men's Health.
Congratulations on that. It was awesome to see as well.
Yeah. The people who donated money to send back to I believe Colombia to help a family down there. You know, and then they won the little league. League champs. League champs.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done. Well done.
Danny wants to shit on this because he's just had a miserable weekend. He wants to shit on everything nice and great, but you can't. Sorry. Love you. Smooches. And who's this Brooks you speak of when you said sorry, Brooks? In the beginning? Yeah,
that's what I got to Mr. Robato. Brooks?
Oh, him?
That guy?
Oh, him?
Me?
He's got like an invisible hat today. This next thing in
you know,
the green screen.
Hold on. Okay. What you guys don't understand is like 2 seconds ago, you just did a costume change out of all his lacrosse shit into as much soccer paraphernalia he could find.
He did.
Which, that's why we love him.
I know.
Hey!
I was going to do a different intro for myself, but I don't know.
That's all right. We'll get back to it. Danny, how are you, my friend? You were in St. Louis with your girls' team, your Liverpool girls' team. Teams, excuse me. It's been a long weekend, has it not?
Long 4 days, yeah. Good 4 days, though. Some really good competition out there. You know, and girls played well and, you know, had some good results. So, you know, all in all, a good developmental weekend for them, which was nice. The plane ride home was interesting.
Yes.
Plane
Tell
ride
us.
home was interesting.
Do tell us.
You know, it was enlightening.
I got to ask a question.
Yeah. What
Are
is
you part of the Mile High Club? Because I'd imagine you'd be part of the Mile High Club.
I can neither.
That's where they have sex on planes, Craig, not just fly a mile above the earth.
Oh, you lost me.
Yes.
What that means.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
that means he shagged a girl inside the bathroom.
Can I get back to my story?
Which one? Because I think we want to hear about the one I just brought up.
Anyways,
I
had a interesting conversation on a plane tonight with a lovely old lady. She was in her mid-60s, just chatting about, a couple of the girls had actually come onto the plane and give me some candy, and the lady said, "Who are those?" And I said, "Oh, they were my players and such." And she went into the fact that, she was a recovering alcoholic and she speaks around the country and all that sort of stuff. And, towards the end of the flight, she actually said that, like, she was incredibly spiritual and it wasn't weird for anybody that's thinking. It really wasn't a weird conversation. She was an incredibly sweet old lady. And I actually really enjoyed the conversation to it. And she prayed for me.
Did you ask her out for a drink afterwards?
I did not.
Oh, why not?
I didn't. I didn't. But she
Recovering
prayed.
alcoholic.
But she prayed for me.
Quitter.
And it didn't dawn on me until I left the terminal where I went, shit. I was like, why didn't I ask you to pray for Man United?
Yeah, you should have.
I know, right?
How come your nice old ladies that you meet, like, the conversations are awkward versus the one I met that was like, oh, cherish these moments with your kids? And I'm like, yeah, thanks. And this was like a couple years ago when I was walking with my youngest, and she goes, yeah, I had 3 sons. They're all dead. I'm like, ooh.
Didn't see that story going that way.
And then, like, she, like, named out it. And, like, I felt really bad. Like, great, very kind woman. But I was just like, oh, my God, this take a left turn. I'm like.
Way to bring the situation down, lady.
And everybody at home tuned in to watch the soccer show.
So is there any wheat bread or?
Yeah, so interesting. All right, well, it's you guys over there at Muscle Land. Then we have Stasso Arigato, Mr. Robato, with his invisible hat today. Brooks, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I want to rock right now. I'm Brooks Lambier, and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone. Oh, yeah, boys. Woo!
What? What
Yeah.
just happened?
I don't know.
Did you approve this? Because that was, like, the whitest friggin' thing I've ever heard. That was like watching, like.
I agree,
Yeah.
It was.
That brought me back to John Cena WWE days.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it did. It was that
No.
bad.
No, that bad.
That bad.
Whoa.
I thought my dumbass title belt was going to be the stupidest thing on the show today.
I
stand corrected.
I expected him to come out like that, Doctor of Thugonomics.
Oh, man. Look, Brooks, I'm going to give you props. I like it because the last couple of weeks when we've introduced you, you're like, yeah, I've had a long weekend of.
I had a long
Howdy.
weekend, but I had to kind of switch it
Yeah,
up.
this is the guy who's like running scout reports. They're like, hey, Brooks, what are you doing? Oh, reading a scout report. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, reading a scout report. Hey, what happened? Scout report.
I need to switch it up.
I felt bad for you like over the week.
You know, Rob Bass enjoyed that, so there you go.
Rob who?
Rob Bass.
Is that a real person?
Yes.
Is that someone watching right now? Is that like a commenter?
No, that was the song I just rapped by Rob Bass. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. Ooh, yeah. Come on, 90s guys.
I was say we're actually all from the 90s, boys. This kid isn't, and he just showed us up a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
All right.
You would there's no way you would have been able to pull off a rap. You'd like a Backstreet Boy or a Boys, like something like that. You would have been able to pull off, but no way a rap.
Andre,
You're gonna say Boys to Men.
Andre right here. Brooks, you definitely looked that up beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah.
My boy Andre.
Yeah.
It's not scripted, but it is.
It is. It isn't. No, I don't know.
Andre,
Anyway,
yes,
all
my
right.
boy Andre, I did
Well
do that,
done.
yes.
All right. All right. Like I said, if you're watching, go ahead and throw your comments in. We're going to have some fun. But we are going to talk about soccer, and here we go, because, well, wouldn't you know it, VAR has become
Got it right
the
this
topic.
week?
No.
Oh, another match with no controversy.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the German league. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
You are.
Yeah.
No, VAR in the Premiership, once again, is the talking point, not the games, not Manchester City being upset by Wolves, not Manchester United being upset at home by Crystal Palace, not Villa beating Brighton 6-1. It's VAR again as they ruined that Tottenham-Liverpool game. Tottenham at home, Liverpool visiting London. I'm telling you what in the hell happened in that game? The referee, I think he may have been, that may have been Stevie Wonder in disguise doing that game. Terrible. Absolutely freaking terrible. VAR, offside Luis Diaz goal, we know that was onside. Even the commentator said, that's onside, what's going on? It's come out officially after the game. VAR,
The apologies are nice.
the apologies are nice, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why have they stopped drawing the lines for us at home?
Well, because it's then when you're gambling on the game and the ref's throwing it for you, it makes it a little bit more apparent, right, Brooks?
Correct. Yes.
It's weird when they apologize and there's weird decisions on,
Yeah.
the big matches
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to get into the betting and that whole situation, but it has come out. PGMOL, the official referees association, has come out and said, here's what happened on that offside call that should have been a goal. They sent it upstairs to check. They thought that they were checking an offside and a disallowed goal, and they said, check complete, meaning no, it's not. So rule it as a goal. On-field officials thought that it was the other way around. So when it came down and said check complete, they said, all right, it must be offside, so let's play. And Tottenham got the ball down really quick and went, let's go.
And they scored like 2 seconds afterwards.
And they scored a bit after. It was pretty close. But
I mean, it's great that you guys got this down really pat. It's a good system. Seems like a really good system. Don't do what the German league does. Just
No.
keep doing that.
yeah.
Or MLS.
Yep.
So you know what? The funny thing is, PGOML has come out today and apologized. And then someone's put a list together of all the apologies over the last 2.5 years. Some of them are just absolutely, like today's, just stupid. But some of them are like, you needed to apologize for that? I don't. That was a nothingness.
How many points? And I'm not an expert at the Premier League. That's you guys. Danny, how many points is an apology on the league table?
Yeah, I don't think any, mate.
None.
None.
Oh, 0. No
Zero,
shit.
yeah.
It would not even
But-
like a half.
but-
Not
but
even
a-
a half.
But an apology means something, right? Does it-
Danny, does an apology mean something?
It depends. Is the apology to your wife?
Danny, we're talking about don't drag me into this
I
here.
forgot the cameras were on though.
Yeah, come on
Forgot the
now.
I'm sorry, I forgot the cameras were on. Does an apology mean something from the league? No.
Oh no.
Doesn't mean a damn thing.
No.
So here's what's going to
No.
happen. If
Two things that apologies don't mean shit from: the government and the league.
and for me,
Hey,
too,
we're really sorry that
They don't mean
we
anything
bombed
to
the
my
shit
wife.
out of your country.
yeah.
Oops.
Well, but what happens? What happens if it comes down to it that Liverpool miss out on Champions League soccer next year by 1 point?
They'll get an apology.
They'll get an apology.
Yeah.
What happens if Wolves get relegated and could have been saved by 1 point?
Another apology.
Another apology.
Yeah.
It is beyond beyond stupid how it's incredible. Brooks,
Well,
yes?
you get a participation badge. That's what you get.
Those are what they give away for your generation. For
What if-
our generation,
what if-
it's more like a kick in the nut.
They did get suspended. The two guys that were running the VAR booth.
They have
They did-
Oh,
they were
no.
suspended.
yeah,
They were
With
suspended.
pay or without?
for a week, I think, right?
Yeah, they were suspended for a week from the VAR
Hey,
booth
you two.
to undergo further training.
You two, you're going to take a paid vacation, and I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much that's what it is. So listen,
They did get one thing right though.
I that's what I was about to jump to. Listen, they
No, they
missed
got
that
that one
off.
wrong.
They missed that offside. Now I'm gonna put the graphic up, and again, I absolutely know that still frames can be misleading. 100%. We've done this before. Understand?
I absolutely know still frames could be misleading, and here is my still frame evidence for the point I'm about to make.
Yes. but here's what it comes down to. It's a controversy whether stepping over the ball and into someone studs up is a red card or not. Intent or not, you cannot step whether you roll on the ball or go directly over the ball and step onto someone's leg with your studs. You cannot do that. They used to call that over top of the ball. It's how they used to break legs, and then it became into the game, right? So we will
Did
show
it used
you.
to be a foul?
It used to be a direct red, which is what this was. So let's lay this out. Curtis Jones does come in and go for, we'll say, a tackle, but he tries to step over the ball to gain possession of the ball. I 100% believe he has no intent. But referees do not ref for intent. They ref for outcomes. Now that line right there comes from a referee a high-up referee here in the state of Michigan. I've heard from 2 of them today on this specific topic. Going over the top of the ball to gain possession of the ball, and you accidentally catch someone in the middle of their, or we'll call it the lower leg just for the sake of it, with your studs, both referees said, no question, red card. We'll show you how he got the ball and he rolled over. Oh, that's not it.
Clearly. Oh my
definitely not.
God, I can't
That's
believe that.
Definitely not.
Oh no, it's even worse.
Even worse. I will find where this.
Oh man, that was a horrible. That second picture was definitely a red.
Really?
Malicious
There we go.
violence.
There we go.
Wow.
So they did listen. When you're watching this live and in real time, he tries to step over the ball to gain possession. He is not going to break a leg, trying to break a leg here. But unfortunately, he steps over the ball, and the other guy's leg is there, so he isn't in control of himself.
So hold on, not that it matters. That player didn't leave the field injured, did he?
How does that?
No, hold on.
Does that matter?
No, that I said. Did you
So what's
not
the point?
hear, Brooks? Did I not just say not that it matters? Did that player leave the?
What's the point of the
What's the
question?
point of the
Answer
question
the
is-
question, and then I'll get to my goddamn point. But you're jumping to the end of the movie.
I
when I'm
guarantee.
in the trailer.
I
Did
guarantee
he or did he
he's
not?
got stud marks in his leg. He's got stud marks in his leg, and
Okay,
he's gonna
okay.
feel
No,
that.
he didn't leave the
Because-
player.
okay.
No, he didn't leave the field injured. What's
So
your point?
could it be that this picture is maybe worse than what it looks like?
Of course,
Thank you.
But that looks pretty bad.
of course.
Yeah.
But the
And I
point
freeze
is-
frame anything that could look like really
Like
bad.
Phil Jones's face.
Of course.
Like Brooks's face.
Oh yeah, let's put that back in a minute.
The point is, even when he made contact with the ball, he still led with his studs.
Okay.
You can't go over top
You
of the ball.
can't go over the top of the ball with your studs. Can't go into a tackle
Sure.
with your studs showing.
In your soft ass league, you can. Bundesliga is fine with it.
No, you can't do that in the Bundesliga either.
I thought he was going to say MUSL 3 Division 3.
No,
for that,
no,
but
I
that's
go
just
with
me.
pro leagues, buddy.
Yeah, pro leagues. Listen, I think even in the Bundesliga, that is a 100% red card.
I think it's a yellow.
I think that is a 100% red card.
I do not think it's red. That's just me. But you know what? I will say this, though. I said the same thing for Casemiro. I said I thought it was a yellow.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a red. And hats off to you because you said the same thing like last year,
Yep.
and you're saying the same thing now. And my opinion hasn't changed. I think it's a yellow. I think it's a yellow. It's a foul. It's a yellow. I don't think it's a straight red.
I think when we're talking about challenges like that, you're looking at optics. You're not looking at intent. Was there any intent from Jones to go in and hurt him? No. Was the intent to go and win the ball? Yes.
Yeah.
Right. But the intent is not the problem. The fact is, he's gone into a tackle with his stud showing. If he'd have gone in with the inside of his foot, he'd have won the ball. There would have been no yellow.
Right.
The game would have played on. No problem. But he's gone into it with a jab in motion, right down at the ball with his stud showing.
Yep.
You're asking for trouble.
Absolutely.
You're asking for trouble. Those fields are
Is it a jab or a stabbing motion? I feel like he was
jab, stabbing, whatever,
Yeah.
Brooks. You know,
It's
not lacrosse.
It's funny because a
So-
lot of the times, even in the leagues we play in here,
good reference.
when someone puts their foot down, when the ball's bouncing, and you know a player's going to come through and kick, and the other player from the other side goes down and puts their foot to try stop the ball, they're not trying to hurt the player, they're trying to stop the ball. But occasionally what will happen is the ball will scoot out, player leaves his studs there, other players kicking through, and I've broken my foot doing that. And that is 100% a red card. Right? What's the difference between that and stepping over the ball towards someone's leg?
Tell you what, he's very, very, very lucky that it was in close proximity and there wasn't any real pace or force into the tackle because they were about 2 yards apart.
That would have
just gone over the top of the ball, right, with his stud showing.
Almost
If
like
that was a 10, 15-yard run towards each other at pace, and he'd have gone over the top of the ball, he'd broke his leg.
Any more pace
So-
there, and he breaks his leg. Now, Nate, a question.
So
I'll let you finish. Then I got a
lucky or
question.
controlled.
He wasn't in control.
Wasn't in control at all.
He wasn't in control.
If he stood to show and he's not in control.
Would
he's
you,
not in control.
if he's in
You
control?
just go. He's really lucky that it was that slow and in proximity that
all right,
close.
all right.
Or
Well, the
maybe
point
he
was-
was a professional that went into a tackle. His foot went over the ball
But-
and nicked the player. Yeah, and it's a yellow. Yeah, but it was controlled.
But if
No.
he's in control, why
You guys
is
know
he,
balls are round, right? Like things kind of slip
if he's
up and down
in
from him.
control, why is he stepping on a player's leg? That's not in control.
It's
That's
speed of
out
the
of
game.
control. So he's out of control because of the speed. Because if he's in control, then he went.
Everyone's
to
out of
step on
control because of
someone.
the speed, Craig.
You got to be in control of your body in the game, or it is going to be things like that
If
will
he was
happen.
out of control, he probably would have broke him now, wouldn't he?
Any more force, and I think he breaks his leg. And then we're
So any
then-
more out of control force, and he breaks his leg. So it looks like he kind of had some pretty good control not to break his leg.
So are you
Sweet.
or lucky.
Are you saying
I don't
that,
believe in luck.
Are you saying that in the Bundesliga you can go into a tackle with your stud showing?
In the
Answer
Bundesliga,
answer that question
in the
very
Bundesliga,
carefully.
they have learned to tackle with precise precision, but they don't need to
Only in
go
the
in.
Bundesliga can they tackle
And
carefully
that's
without
why
the studs.
all you Prem boys are stealing our players.
I actually like that name, you Prem boys.
You Prem boys. Let me ask
That
you.
premature boys.
Let me ask you.
Hey. I don't really like that one.
Was
Brooks.
this was
Oh, I'm sorry.
was Jones a Bundesliga player or was he a Prem boy?
Is he a Prem boy? Yeah.
You guys are missing the most controversial call though.
Do explain.
Jota's yellow card, his first one, where he didn't even touch the guy, and the guy kind of fell forward and he got a yellow, which then subsequently led to a second yellow in his red.
Yeah.
That's not a
That's
card at
the
all.
one where he put his foot up but didn't touch him. But
He touched him, didn't even
I
get
mean,
near him.
But he put his studs up in near his fit. I mean, I thought it was close.
No,
enough.
that was from behind.
The first yellow.
one.
First yellow.
First one, he didn't even touch the guy. The guy fell forward, and he got a yellow.
The
Second one was a card.
The second one was a cut.
Because he already had the yellow, it led to a red.
So we have a comment on Facebook from Rick Twidle.
Oh, Rick, are you kidding me, Rick?
Totally disagree that he went in studs up. Rolling over the ball changed the angle of his foot. Rick, I urge you to go back and watch it in slow motion. He actually led with his studs to make contact with the ball and then went into the defender's leg.
I disagree.
is
Rick
still
is an
studs
outstanding gentleman, and he clearly knows his stuff because he agrees with me. Thank you, Rick.
Rick, go ahead and take a look at the picture again.
And then watch it
Oh,
back in
your
slow
freeze
motion.
frame. Oh, your slow motion.
He does 100% go to get the ball, and he does roll over the ball. He rolls over the ball. Absolutely.
Rick
out
just
of
watched
control.
it twice. 2 times, and he agrees with me.
Then
That's all I need to hear.
Rick watched it twice.
He's
With one
and he
eye
agrees
closed
with me. He agrees with me.
and without his glasses
Thank you, Rick.
on.
and it's 9:23 on a Sunday. He's probably been boozing. So
Rick doesn't drink. Him and I are best friends. We know each other,
I know Rick very well.
and hopefully he's not drinking.
Rick's probably had about 2 beers, but
shit, my
in-
theory's all gone.
In fairness, when Rick was 100% sober today, he put the same argument into the group chat that
And
happened.
Rick hates the picture of Brooks or the picture you're showing, whichever one. What? I don't know. He says he hates the picture he didn't specify.
and Michael,
Yeah, I know. That's what I was. You went hard in the paint on
Michael
you.
Tyson.
What?
Why didn't the ref give him a red on the field then?
I mean,
Because he wanted to review. I don't know. He likes video.
Because he gave him a yellow, and that's the point of VAR, for everything to be reviewed, and that's why we all hate VAR, Michael.
right.
Well,
the
actually,
referee
Nate and I
absolutely
like
should have
it,
given.
but
he
yeah.
should have given him a
absolutely
red.
should've given
Nate and I support it. It's just you two that hate it.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys support VAR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ruining the sport.
No.
Well, it's ruining your
Your
league.
league.
Your premature
Our
league.
Prem League, yeah.
Yeah, in the
boys,
Prem League,
premature
where
league.
the Saudis are clearly betting on games and then swaying the refs to
Yes.
rule in their betting
re-
favor
Yes.
for revenue. But when in the uncorruptible Bundesliga and in the nobody cares about
Bundesliga.
and the nobody cares about MLS,
And
it's
USL.
fine.
and UMUSL and the MUSL. Hey,
Yeah, we never had any VAR issues at MUSL. Not a single
Not
VAR
yet.
issue.
Not yet.
Not a
Not
single.
yet. Not yet.
Ryan's running a great show. Great job out there, MUSL board. Not a single VAR issue that I know of.
Yeah.
Good work.
I actually am blown away by the amount of players who've come out and said this is absolutely not even a yellow card. This should just be a play on. But I will say the amount of referees who've reached out and said, yeah, 100. So here's my thing, though.
Bought by the Saudis, those referees.
Isn't this all just subjective?
I mean, that's refereeing.
Brooks.
Test. It
Brooks.
is.
Brooks with the Starcade moment. Isn't this just subjective? Yes, Brooks.
I mean,
The greatest thing about this sport is it's a game of opinions.
I know.
Which actually, why I
This
hate.
this is not lacrosse where
Why
it's
we-
just completely shit.
Which
This is
Wow.
opinion based.
Wow. Which that's why I
did
hate.
I do to
hold on,
you?
Hold on. This is why I hate the way you guys use VAR. You guys use VAR.
Us
You
Prem boys.
use
Us Prem boys.
VAR.
Do you know that's a
Premature boys.
racist? That's quite a racist comment. You boys, your league.
I'm identifying as a panda bear today.
Just because
so
I'm
you're aware.
15% Jewish
Okay.
doesn't mean you have to bring up that. Mazel tov. Anywho, that's the one thing I do dislike about the Premier League and the way they use VAR is that they have someone chirping in your ear, and I do believe in the power of suggestion. If I hold something up to go, there's something's wrong with this cup, Craig, you're going to start picking out things that you probably is not there.
You're not wrong.
And
You're absolutely not
that's
wrong.
where it's different from how I believe MLS use it, how I know the Bundesliga uses it, where if the ref wants a second look, he has full autonomy to go check it out without somebody barking in his ear going,
You need to look at it. You look at it. You need to go down. Look
Okay,
at
then
it.
Baba Louie.
Baba Louie.
Okay, then Baba Louie.
What is a Baba Louie?
Just a random thing that I just made up just because of your
all
cute
right.
face.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, Baba Louie.
Can Baba Louie
How do
be
you
the cute face,
explain,
man?
How do you explain
Yeah.
the referee,
Uh-huh.
the assistant referee,
I'm just talking in general.
and
buddy.
VAR
I'm just talking in general.
not getting the offside right?
I'm just talking, but because you guys suck and clearly Saudi gambling. I just explained it for you. Saudi gambling. Thank you.
Yes.
Is it Saudi or Russian? Korean?
It's China.
Gambling.
It's everyone. China, Saudi.
Oh,
Russia,
it's so much gambling.
you know.
Oh, so much gambling.
Anyways,
how much money do you think was won off that offside call?
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest, it changed the complexion of the game.
Change the
Uh,
complexion like a
it-
girl
it
using
changed.
Clearasil.
Now, I do want to say, by the way, just so everybody who's watching, the game did end 2-1. It was 1-1 for the longest time until Joel Matip popped up in the 90th
he's paid off as well.
minute and put a
Hell of a goal.
into the top
Hell of a
four-
goal.
top shelf, upper. I don't think you can
Great
go any more
Shulk
upper
player.
than
Did
A
you hear what
great
Cla-
Shulk player just burying that net.
Do you hear what Klopp said at the end of the game? I thought it was hilarious. Honestly, I did.
I think I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
He goes, well, he was a little bit tired, and it was a tired leg, and he stuck the leg out there, and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's a difficult ball to defend. I mean, he's facing his own goal and all that sort of stuff. But, why is Alisson not calling him off?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because he's in on it too. Ellison was paid off.
all
paid off.
everybody is paid
Yep.
off. Listen, it was coming. Let's put it that way. I think a draw would have been an even result, even with 9 men to Liverpool. I will say this: I was listening to Mark Goldbridge, Saturday afternoon. Someone called in, and Mark, Talk Sports show in England, by the way, if everybody's paying attention. Mark Goldbridge is a 100% Man United slappy. All Man United, prefers everything back. Man United fan called in and said, I actually think Liverpool with 9 men showed more heart and were more entertaining and looked like they could win a game today compared to Man United. And I went, oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's not, the
They
caller,
were fantastic.
the
Liverpool
caller
were.
was an elder gentleman, and he was not wrong.
Spurs couldn't break him down.
They could
They
not.
really couldn't break him
could not.
down. And Liverpool looked like the team that was, and they were probably deserving of a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the way that they played.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things at the end of the game where Spurs are throwing everything at the kitchen sink, and it's just very unlucky.
Yep.
I don't think you can really put it down to, a good performance by Tottenham. They didn't
Well,
play
you
very
got-
well today.
You got robbed on 2 calls. I mean, in my opinion, you got robbed on the offsides, and Jota should never got that yellow, which is subsequently got him the second yellow was deserved, but then that was a red, and then you're down another man.
Yeah. for
So
sure.
you got at very least you got
Yeah.
twice robbed, in my opinion.
One of the retorts from Tottenham fans was, "Hey, you remember a couple of years back where
Oh my
you
God.
beat us in the Champions League, and there was a penalty call, and do you remember this call?" And I will say that it's roundabouts, right? What comes around goes around. So this game, the bad calls, bad refereeing. The next time you play, bad calls, bad refereeing. It all kind of adds up, but when you go year by year like this, it really can. It can make or break. I mean, teams can get relegated if they don't get a point or 2 when they absolutely crucially need it. And teams who are fighting to get into the Champions League, if they don't get a point or 2 in games like this, and they deserve to get a point or 2, it costs millions, tens of millions of dollars that they're going to lose out on.
Who's not losing out?
It is what it is.
You know who's not losing out?
The Bundesliga.
Nope.
No.
That's weird. Why would you bring that up?
I don't know. Who's not losing out?
Yeah, it's not irrelevant. Why would you bring that up?
Only you.
Atletico Michigan because they won the league. Bam!
You know what? I am going to get a lot of flack from my boys
ATM!
I play with because our team went undefeated and won everything they entered this year, and I haven't mentioned them once.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Good teammate you are.
Not wrong. Brooks, did you have something, a nice comment or something?
Oh, they got a few things.
All right, go ahead and read 'em off.
Yeah, I can finally talk now. These two yappies over here.
Yeah, those yappers.
I thought your position was stats.
And comments. Stats and comments.
All right. So from Pablo here.
I thought your position was left back.
I thought your position was
Oh.
left out.
Wow. Pablo, one of my favorites. Go ahead and
Yes,
read
Pablo's
his comment.
comments. So I have a comment to read and some breaking news, by the way.
Mm.
Yes, we have breaking news.
Mm.
All right, Pablo, do you guys remember not long ago, Danny Alves did a fancy move with the ball playing for Sao Paulo and ended up stepping on the player's knee, completely dislocating it and bending the opposite way, and knee bends, and he got a red card for it.
No, because nobody watches that shit league. Next question.
Our breaking news.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just
do
kidding.
not- I
Actually,
do
and I'm
not-
just kidding because I do remember that, and he was absolutely in tears, and he was like had to be consulted because he felt so bad about what he just did. So no, it's just,
Breaking news in the USL Championship, we have 13-year-old Davion Kimbrough makes his professional debut for Sac Republic. Davion,
Jesus Christ, 13?
yes, tonight against
Who
for Sacramento Republic. They got the 2-0 win tonight against Las Vegas and
Las Vegas Lights and
yes, Sac Republic.
So give me hold on. Did he come in? Did he
It
start?
was a sub.
Just a
Substitute.
sub?
Came on as a sub, and he has just been called into the U16 Mexican national team.
hold on. I got breaking news
Wow.
for you, viewers at home and listeners wherever you are. Craig Hearn will now go home and yell at his child for not being a 13-year-old professional.
You know me too well, Nate. You know me too well.
Look at this guy. He's 13. His dad must love him.
Well, he's also a man, Davion Kimbrough. So
He's
you know,
also a man.
he's a man child, pretty much.
Did he have his bar mitzvah already?
Oh, wait a minute. This is a Freddie Adu thing where he's really like 23 and not 13.
Anyway, so breaking news right there.
Yeah,
This
that is
13-year-old
actually very good breaking news. So thank you, Brooks, for that.
What national
actually
team
do
does he play?
things.
What national team does he play for?
He got called into the Mexican national
Oh, okay.
team.
Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Wow.
I'm a homer. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Had no idea. No idea. on that one.
Will Dreyer just got the best comment of the night. I'm yelling at mine already. 11 and no no Barca offers yet. All of us are going home and disappointingly looking at our children.
The second half of the show, there's gonna be shots fired from my table over here to these
Oh,
two.
you're coming
Wow.
back with some shots. All right.
Yeah.
All
Second
right.
half of the show, I will not be sober.
Yeah, he has to wait to the intermission so he can write his promo on his fucking hand.
Oh,
Rap is he coming out with? Ice Ice Baby the next one? All
I
right.
don't know, maybe
Stop, Danny. Collaborate and listen. Brooks is back with a brand new edition. Fuck you. The words I said.
Oh, you know.
Brooks, baby.
We've completely gone off the rails, boys. We've completely gone off the rails. All right, now, all right. So, yeah, listen, Liverpool, Tottenham, lots of talking points. VAR fucks up again, ruins everything. We're gonna move on. We could go on all night about that. I'd be remiss if I didn't just jump right into my Aston Villa at home against Brighton, third place Brighton.
Oh, here we go. You
Yeah. Hey, you know what? 7:30 a.m. One of the first games on Saturday morning.
Brighton really was going to finish third this year.
Yeah, Brighton finished sixth last
Still
year.
possible.
How'd they do against like St. Glycerai or whatever they lost to in the Europa, just out of curiosity?
Hey, you know what? It
Look it up.
happens. It happens.
No, it's
It
Athens.
happens.
What was in the Athens? Some
Yeah,
other,
I know.
whatever club nobody's heard of.
Yeah.
It's a mid-table team.
Is Stuttgart in any European competitions over
They
there,
are
my
not.
friend?
They are not.
No, but they're sitting second in the league.
Well,
Eat it.
Brighton were
In the Bundesliga,
third in the
though.
league.
Eat it. Not anymore.
Definitely
Well, how's
not
your
anymore.
team going to be after the next
I've-
couple weeks?
Well, right now they're second.
I've praised Brighton, and I will say, obviously Brighton are fantastic. You know how much I love them and the way that they play. I think they're a quality football club. But Villa, I mean, I watched the game in St. Louis early 6:30 in the morning actually, and I was texting you boys, and I didn't get a response, which I was pissed off about. But anyway,
I'll let you finish.
Villa quality right from the start. Tactics absolutely spot on. How they pressed made it really difficult for Brighton to get a foothold in the game. Ollie Watkins was electrical and clinical. Again, big up to Ollie Watkins in our fantasy league team.
Hold on.
Striker.
Hold on.
I knew this was coming.
Oh, you did, because I was saving this. Hey, Brooks. How you doing tonight?
Hi.
You remember, like, I don't know, months ago where...
It was June.
Yeah.
It was June.
Oh, yeah. Where I was like, man, United need a striker. And Craig was like, you could take Ollie Watkins. And I was like, I would take Ollie Watkins. He's like, you should have him. We have him for free. Just give us a toaster. He's got to rate him high.
Is that a bag of chips?
A bag of chips and score goals from
Was it a washing machine or a dryer?
Go green, go white. You remember that? You remember that?
That was his second hat trick of the season as well.
Yeah.
The first one came.
And I
the
flat
first one
out
came
said
against
I would
him.
absolutely take Ollie Watkins. This guy's shitting on him. Now he's like, look at my savior, Ollie Watkins.
I'm not really sure where to go with that
I
afterwards.
am so glad the camera was not on me.
Wait, hold on. It was.
That's exactly how it sounded, folks. at home.
I did
I don't know
not
what
say
is happening.
savior Ollie Watkins. I will say that.
You said you'd be happy to let him go, though.
Listen.
No. He said, take him. I don't rate him, is what he said.
What, you
Right.
said that?
He said that.
Yeah, it was somewhere along the lines.
you
there,
mad?
yeah.
Thank you.
No, hold
Are
on.
you mad?
Hold on.
Probably need to find that clip.
That's
You
what I was saying.
Go find the clip. Go find the clip.
You're not
We have to
selling him
cut that
now,
out.
are you?
Well,
Yeah.
well, now he's worth almost double, right?
Now they're out there.
Back then, everybody said, "Oh, he's probably worth about 40 million." And I said, "Make it 50, and you can have him."
Isn't it great when a manager comes in and turns around a player and makes a player better? It's great. I wonder what that feels like.
I said he needed help.
I really wonder what that feels like.
I said
We will get to that one, my
said
friends.
I said I think he needs help and someone to play with. Hey, how's Diaby working for you?
Oh no, absolutely
Oh,
fantastic!
Oh, I'm sorry. What league did he come from
Fantastic.
that you were shitting on about 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, he came from that Bundesliga
All right.
German league.
Oh, okay then.
Fantastic.
He's not German though, is he?
Doesn't matter.
Definitely not
Came
German.
from there.
Not German though, is
Brooks, you had your hand up.
I got a
What's going
comment
on?
from your brother. He
Neither is 90% of the Premier League.
Glenn got me tonight for a comment. So fair enough, Glenn. I said, "What do Brighton and Messi have in common? Nothing. Brighton sucks."
Wow.
You know,
Glenn.
yeah. Usually it's Man United, but Villa are playing Brighton this week, so
Yeah,
that's understandable.
So just so everybody's aware, Villa did win 6-1, and they ran rampant. It could have been a lot more. Danny, as he said, has had high praise in previous weeks for Brighton. I myself have also had high praise. Roberto De Zerbi has been phenomenal for Brighton, in my opinion, since he's taken over from Graham Potter there. This is probably the first time I think we've ever seen him get it wrong.
Well, just to be clear,
he was
I've never
spot on
had,
wrong.
I've never had high praise on Brighton. Thank you.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't rate them?
Average.
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 You should come in.
Mid-table team.
You should come to the show at like 10:01 when we come back after intermission.
Okay.
Because you don't have anything good to say about the Premier League.
Oh,
When we
that's-
all say good things about the Bundesliga.
Excuse me, I have chimed in. I am the entertainment part of your goddamn Premier
You
League
can
segment.
the entertainment part is fine, but you don't have anything good to say about the Premier League.
I
And
try to be
when
neutral.
all of us
Okay.
praise the Bundesliga,
Okay.
you know, I'm getting a Stuttgart shirt. You know,
I'm getting you a Stuttgart shirt.
well, yes, you are when you finally order it for me.
And
you don't have
and
anything
said-
positive to say.
I have a lot of positive. It's the best league in the world that can't get, VAR right.
I need a Dortmund jersey.
So that's a double negative.
That's not. I said it's the best league in the world that possibly have refs paid off.
Nate, can you get me a Bayern Munich jersey?
No.
Oh, I thought you were buying jerseys for everybody.
I'll get you a Stuttgart jersey.
Oh. Does it come in red and black with a Bayern Munich badge on it?
I can get you the red and black one, and you can sew it.
You know, we haven't done this before.
Hey, why are you coming at me? You're supposed to go at him.
I just did.
You're
I went at him for his, cheap
you were
shot.
gone for 3 days.
Mama Price isn't going to be happy with either of you. That's all
Exactly.
I know.
Mama Duffy. Be careful, my dad will kick your
Wow.
ass.
Sorry, Mama Duffy,
Yeah.
my bad.
Right,
Hey,
Mama Duffy.
Sorry,
you-
I
That'll
didn't
kick
know
your
that.
ass.
I didn't know that.
You keep
And I
our
did go after him for
mom's name out of your goddamn mouth, Brooks.
and I did go after him for his cheap imitation of Eminem.
That was
That's
Rob
trash.
Bass.
Oh, sorry, his crap imitation of John Cena
Wow.
back in WWE
Or Vanilla
with his
Ice.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
Craig,
crap.
do you want to leave now? No? Are you okay with that?
I mean,
the show
I'm
just
kind of
got better.
enjoying myself drinking beer over here,
Oh,
boys.
of
The
course
Dog
you
and Pony
do.
Show beer is going down
That is what they
sweet. All right, well, let's get back to it.
Wait,
Listen.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say we haven't done this before. We ask everybody to write in comments and all that sort of stuff. But what would our viewers like us to talk about?
Not the Bundesliga.
More Villa. More Aston.
What would our
More
viewers
Aston
like
Villa
us to
talk.
talk about?
Yeah, honestly.
The next
yeah,
topic.
They should, yeah.
I could tell you,
They should tell us.
not Villa, not United, not Stuttgart, and certainly not Atletico Michigan.
You know what? Rick Twidell's he always tells me, he goes, why don't you guys do La Liga? He goes, I love Barcelona. Can you do some Barcelona La Liga stuff?
Barcelona played a team you've never heard about, and they probably won. On to the next segment.
Pizza League?
The Pizza League, where our boy Christian Pulisic scored again. Hell of a strike, by the way. Have you seen the video of his dad sitting in the stands?
Yes.
Isn't that so? Just so everybody's aware, his dad is sitting in the stands, kind of slumped back like this, and then they show someone's videoing him from the side, and Christian Pulisic hits a volley with his left foot to just blow the roof of the stadium off, and his dad goes,
Of course.
like his dad is like just not clapping, not nothing, just that was a pretty good goal.
So over under how wasted he is. Probably.
That's what I was thinking. Like, how many freaking Peroni beers has he had over there?
How
I'm
many
probably
times?
drinking wine.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, actually.
Yeah.
He's probably at the concession. He's like, "What's his first name?"
Mark?
Mark.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, hi. I would like a Peroni for Mark Pulisic." Oh, you want to buy Mark Pulisic? Yes. Christian Pulisic is my son. Yes.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
no, please don't.
Yes.
Please don't buy my drinks. All right. All right.
Who else wants to get in on that?
All right.
Who else? Yeah. Well, anyway, all right. No. Let's before we jump ahead, I did want to get and do a little pizza league, as Brooks is calling. I did want to get to do that, but let's run through. Let's definitely run through some of the scores of the Premiership, boys. All right. So listen, Villa 6, Brighton 1. It could have been a lot worse than that. Villa just ran off on the day. Wonderful. Arsenal 4, Bournemouth 0. Emile Smith-Rowe missed one at the end that just would have put his confidence back where it needs to be. He could find himself leaving in January, as he's going to need playing time, and he's been mostly on the bench. Thoughts from the group here on Kai Havertz taking the second penalty of the day for the third goal. I've always said, listen, if you've got a striker who hasn't scored and is struggling and a penalty pops up and it's not going to determine the game, let him have it. And that's what Arsenal did. Martin Odegaard took the second penalty, took the first penalty, which is the second goal of the game. Another one popped up, clear penalty. They let Kai Havertz take it. He popped it in very nicely. Give him a goal, get his confidence up. I have no problem with this. I'm seeing a lot of people who are saying
just one problem.
there's an issue with this.
One
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Havertz isn't a striker.
But okay. All right. You see where I was going with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's a thought that counts, just like the gift of goal for Havertz.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He
Gotta
needed one.
justify $75 million somehow.
So I saw a stat like Rashford and
Did you see the
Havertz,
celebration?
7 games and 1 goal both of them have.
Did
Yeah.
you see the celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all patting him on the head like it was a new puppy they just bought.
Did you see the-
He was a little bit like
He was,
I
he's
know,
like,
I
yeah, he's
know.
patting him on
They
the
did
head.
the
I thought-
Waka Waka song as like a chant for him when he scored for Havertz, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they made some version of it for him.
This reminds me of my last game when I was playing in Germany, and everyone worked extremely hard to get me a goal, and they were super happy once I scored it and like just bum rushed me because they're like, "Look, we're so good, we can get Nate a goal." It was more like an achievement for them, you know, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Must have been a lot of pressure.
Me? No. Pressure for them? Yeah.
Do
They
you-
worked really hard.
Do you agree with the criticism coming in?
No.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. I
No.
think it's fine.
Let him have it. Maybe he scores a few. That's confidence
Yes.
builder.
How do you
Yeah,
know
sure.
that he's really not good at banging in PK's training as well?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good call there. So, listen, I thought it was a very a great performance by Arsenal. 4-0 could have been, should have been a lot more, by the way. Everton 1, Luton 2. Luton pick up their first win of the year.
So
Yes.
two things.
Yep.
One, I was really excited to see Luton get out of the relegation zone because I absolutely said that they're going to stay in the league barely so far.
I had them
Far?
stay in the league as well.
Barely. So
Yeah.
far. Number two, their first goal was my favorite goal of the whole Premier League this weekend because it was pure dude just running at another dude at determination and like winning it 2 feet from the goal line and knocking it in. I was like, yeah,
So just pure muscle.
pure
determination and aggression.
determination.
I can see why you would like that there. Yeah.
No style points,
No style.
no skill.
Do you know what, Nate?
Yeah.
That goal
Mm-hmm.
counts the exact same as a bicycle kick that happens at half field.
Yeah.
A single goal.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how it goes
Exactly,
in.
baby.
As long as it goes in.
Man, that
How
dude,
about at Everton though?
Oh.
I think my bet on the bet board may come true.
Yeah, so Brooks has a bet that, let's see if we can put the bet board up here. Brooks has a bet that Everton less than 15 points in the season. A bunch of us, I think,
All of us.
pretty much said, you are
Like how it's
crazy,
everyone
Brooks.
versus Brooks.
And now it's pretty much everybody versus Brooks. But
That's because I'm always right. But you know.
Everton are terrible. Everton are absolutely terrible this year. But what did they do midweek? In the Carabao Cup, they went to Villa Park and won 3-1. And it could have been more. Villa were Jekyll and Hyde team, if I've ever seen one. Jekyll and Hyde team for Villa there.
Oh, you know what they call those teams?
Mm.
Bad.
We'll get to a bad team very soon, Nate. Yes.
You had to open that can of worms, didn't you? You couldn't just sit there looking pretty in your stupid women's championship belt.
Clearly, it says MUSL Men's Over 30 Championship because we're waiting for the trophy to come in.
Did you write that in pencil?
No, that was officially
Man.
given to me.
I didn't see the
By
bottom.
people.
I saw the big MUSL.
Yeah, MUSL Men's
Oh.
Over 30 Champion is what it says right there.
Well, yes, very nice. We'll get to bad in a couple of minutes. All right, Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. Burnley winless on the season so far. One
look-
draw, 5 losses.
They looked identical to Aston Villa. Just
Austin Villa.
Aston.
You mean because of the colored jerseys
Identical.
that they have stolen
Except
the
for
colors? Everybody
actually-
steals these colors from us, yes.
Does a
Playing
Texas
good.
guy own Aston Villa?
They looked, yes.
Yes.
They looked exactly like them.
Yes,
Just
except-
without being good.
I know.
Except for without being good.
I know.
Yes, I'll take
A
that.
guy named Austin owns Austin Villa.
No, West
Out of
Edens.
Austin, Texas, right?
West Edens. So yes, Newcastle go on to win. They're a very Jekyll and Hyde team as well. 4 wins, 3 losses on the season for Newcastle. West Ham 2-0 over poorly Sheffield United, who are also 1 win. 1 and 6 so far in the season. Wolverhampton. Let's get to this one.
Ooh, that's a big upset.
Wolverhampton 2, champions, treble winners from last year. Man City 1. Now, Pep Guardiola was sitting on the sidelines as he was serving a 1-match ban for ticking up too many yellow cards. So he was up there with some AirPods in his ear, talking down to the assistant managers. Another 1 or 2 players out injured, but I'm sorry. You don't go to Wolves and lose like that. That was a horrendous display from Manchester City. Player of the game, in my opinion, boys, Craig Dawson. Yes, Craig Dawson, who's bounced around, and I think he's played several hundred Premiership games. He needs to retire, but in this game, he had Erling Haaland locked up and in his back pocket. He made several last-ditch blocks and saves that just absolutely won this game. The Wolverhampton Wanderers literally sat in and broke out several times, scoring on 2. They had 1 shot on goal. They had 1. Were you going to tell me that? Were you going to tell me that?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, it's the best league in the world, right? So there should be no easy game.
Oh,
right?
there's no easy games, but when you are playing a team like Wolverhampton Wanderers, who, I'm sorry, their coach at the beginning of the year
Lopetegui.
resigned
Yeah.
because his club refused to spend any of the money that they had gained from player sales on new players. That is a bad way to do business. But here it is. It's the Premiership. There's no easy games. These players are still very good players. They're still high quality.
I think you've got to give Gary O'Neill a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
I think they were set up really well. But does it really highlight the importance of Rodri to Manchester City?
Nailed it.
And now that, because I mean, a couple of people last weekend were saying he's arguably the best player in the world in the middle of midfield at the minute.
I got to be honest, I wouldn't disagree. Whenever he's on the field, he just controls the game.
Yeah.
Steady Eddie.
Yeah,
And he'll pop up for a goal or two.
Yeah, and obviously you're missing De Bruyne as well, and Stones, and some key players. But you thinking City can go away with the bench that they've got and the depth that they've got and get points, but it's a bump in the road for them. It's not going to matter. I mean, Alvarez's free kick was out of this world.
Stunning, right?
So
Stunning.
yeah, it's a bump in the road for City, but it doesn't mean anything. They'll still win the title.
But here's what it does do, though. I think it gives the rest of the league a little bit of hope, and they say, look what. So, I mean, if we're being very honest, Wolves are going to finish in the lower half of the table. They're going to finish, if they're lucky, 14th. I mean, just lucky they'll finish 14th. And the rest of the league goes, yeah, there's a chink in the arbor. We can get into them, right? Last year, Villa tied them 1-1 at Villa Park, Man City, and I don't think it was a blip. And it came down towards the end, and sure enough, Man City won with 2 or 3 games remaining. This year, it might not be so easy. I think it.
Well,
it's
you
a
saw
little
towards
confidence.
remember when Conte came in, right, and he went to his 3-4-3 at Chelsea,
Yep.
and everybody struggled to figure it out, and they won the league.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and then teams the following year started to figure it out.
Yep.
Right, they started to figure the system out.
Yep.
Haaland came in last year and blew the league up, completely blew it up. You'd like to think that teams and managers this year, will be able to look at the way that City play, maybe stop them, or maybe give them a better game than they gave them last year. But I still think they've got too much, and it was just probably a bump in the road, really, for them.
Yeah.
But, you'd hope that teams would give them more.
It just holds them a little closer right now to the rest of the trailing pack. Brooks, you were going to jump in
No,
there?
I just think there's just doesn't matter. I get Everton are awful this year, but you go to Goodison Park, you still got to put in a performance, right?
You have to show up.
I mean,
Yeah.
you never know what can happen. I mean, it could be 0-0 and you lose in extra time, in the second half, or you could, jump out to our early, 1-0, 2-0 down, and then you can't get back and you only get 2-1 or whatever. Like, you can't take any game for granted. I mean, that's any league, but especially the Premier League.
Especially the Premier League. You're right.
I think every fan, every neutral fan, or every fan that's got teams, vying for the Premier League, you want, come Christmas, January time, you still want the top 4 or 5 teams to be able to win the league mathematically. Make the last 3-4 months of the season really exciting.
Yeah.
So hopefully, with that result this weekend, and obviously Liverpool getting beat, there was 4 or 5 teams now that are really close in terms of points. So, there's a couple more games here before the dreaded second international break of the fall, and hopefully going into that Christmas break, everybody's really close.
Yep, you're not wrong. All right, let's get to the last game that happened on Saturday. Danny, Nate, your Manchester United downed 1-0 against Crystal Palace, who they beat earlier in the week in the Carabao Cup. 3-1 was the score there. This time at Old Trafford, they lose 1-0. And as the final whistle sounded for the victory for Crystal Palace, boos rained down from the stands of Old Trafford. There is a lot of talk right now, obviously, about the issues that are going on at the club. The players just do not seem to. Some of the players are putting in an effort, but some of them I don't think are putting in the right effort. The lack of leadership seems to be really showing through. I got a comment or two, but I'll let you boys go and lead away with this. This was a little bit of a disappointing result, obviously, for Man United.
Yeah, you look at the midweek. You look at the midweek game, and he obviously changed some things around for the Carabao Cup, and Villa Palace weren't at full strength either. But 4 defeats from your first 7 games, and it's the worst start to a season in 34 years, is really an abomination. Atrocious and absolutely unacceptable from a club that size and stature. There was no attacking character, no resilience at the back. very completely different United than we saw last season. Palace were brilliant, great discipline after the midweek game. Yeah, there's not a lot really that you can say about it, really, to be honest. You know, I know that, you know, my trusted couch buddy over here will probably lighten the mood a little bit with talks of, you know, goal line clearances and, you know, Palace only having a couple of chances and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, the bigger picture is it just wasn't good.
In the end, Manchester United are now 3 wins and 4 losses on the season. This is, from your standpoint, I will put it into perspective, unacceptable.
Yeah, it's
from a club that size. Nate, I know you want to chime in. Have at it, my friends. This coming from the MUSL champion, Atletico Madrid.
Thank you.
Michigan champion.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you for putting respect on the name.
Yep.
Shout out to ATM. There. Yep. All right. I mean, yeah, you're right, Craig. A win's a win, a loss is a loss. You're right. It's the worst start there has been, you know, in umpteenth whatever years.
34.
Okay. They had 77% possession. XG is 1.3. Total shots 19. 4 on goal. 3 goal line clearances that were, you know, would have gone United's way. Holland almost had his first goal, but it was cleared literally last ditch effort off the line. Two others that happened in the middle of the game. And the thing of it is, I mean, yeah, it's not good, but kind of break it down to dumb luck. You know, just wasn't your game. Earlier in the week, you dump trucked them.
Yep.
And this week, they kind of got lucky. And it's been if you could wrap up United seasons in one word right now, it's just been dumb luck so far. You know, with them, and hopefully it'll turn around. Anthony's coming back. He's cleared. He's been training. They're saying, okay, he's back. So you got another weapon back, and now Mount's healthy. Hopefully you'll get a left back and put Armbat back in Aramat back in the central like he should be.
I say he was played out of position. That was unique to see him starting.
Well, they had to because you don't have a left back right now.
Yeah.
So you know, and that's gonna
Left back's injured and Reguilón is ill.
yeah.
There are a lot of injury issues.
Yeah,
I will give it that. Yeah.
Well, and let's see how it goes. I mean, you can't. Here's the problem, though. If you have a really bad performance against Galatasaray on
Galatasaray?
Galatasaray, yep, on Tuesday.
Is he really trying to say Galatasaray as in Galatasaray?
Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Yeah,
Very
them too.
big club.
Anywho, yeah.
It's not really
Who?
difficult to say, but okay.
No one knows where they
It
are.
is.
Anyways,
In Turkey.
no one's heard of Turkey.
Where's Martial from?
Anthony Martial?
Yes.
Yeah, Anthony Martial.
Continue your thought.
Anyways,
Yes.
I think he's Canadian. Okay.
Is that why you don't like him?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
No, but I mean, you have Galatasaray. No, I can't say it. Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Galatasaray, and they did a lot of buying over the summer. They're not that bad of a side.
They did.
So you need a decent.
Did they get Zaha?
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
And so you need actually to put in a solid performance against them, or you're going to be in trouble.
I mean,
Aesthetically, it's not going to look good.
not to bring it down anymore, but the very first game of the year could have ended in 1-1 because it was PGMOL came out and apologized for a VAR incident there, right, where Onana came out and bundled into the Wolves player. So at Old Trafford,
Yeah,
that
it's
is actually
ifs and buts, Joe. It's like me saying this game
agreed.
could have been
No,
3-1.
No, I 100%. You know, if there's not three goal line clearances and those
Yeah,
go in, then
ifs
they
and
win
buts.
3-1 again, right? But ifs and buts, if that call, the incorrect call, is correctly made and a penalty happens, it ends 1-1. Now we're talking about a team that's 2 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses. And again, listen, ifs and buts, right? But I think, as Danny has put in previous weeks, it's about what's going on at the top level of the club. It's filtering down, but also the play on the field. I feel like, and you guys have heard me say this, one, you all know I'm not a Man United fan, right? That's clear.
Wait, what?
Strange. I know, weird.
Excuse me.
But the highest praise I can give them is for the 40 years I've been on this earth and have really paid attention, they are a huge, massive, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they've always played with a style and an arrogance and a grit, and they find a way, right? They find a way to grind it out and win. Fergie time was a thing. We all used to say, oh, my God, Fergie time. Of course they scored, in the 8th minute or the 9th minute to tie it up or win it. Of course, Fergie time. It was something we all said.
It was Fergalicious.
But what it really was is Man United found a way. This team currently just seems to lack identity. And I guarantee you, if we put a question up on the Facebook group last night that said, if you could bring one player back and put him in his prime, Man United fans 100% should say Roy Keane, because he would grab every single one of those players by the shirt and say, do you know who you're playing for? Do you know how big this club is? Get a grip and let's go win this game. There seems to be just a lack of leadership on this team right now, and they don't have an identity.
And they go out play on their iPhones because that's what they do nowadays.
But if this continues, there's going to be some real shit at that club.
Yeah.
Brooks, who does Man United have for the next 3 games?
Well, I'll go finished from the month of October since it's the first. So, like Nate said, Galatasaray is Tuesday, October 3rd.
I'm not sure that's what I said, but okay, go on.
Yep.
Galatasaray on the 3rd of October. Then they play a league match against Brentford on the 7th. Sheffield United, a league match on the 21st, because I believe there's an international break in between then.
Yep, there is.
And then they have a Champions League match against Copenhagen on the 24th of October. Then the big derby match on the 29th.
So you're telling me they play Brentford and Sheffield United?
That should be 2 wins. And they should be comfortable wins.
You could not ask for a better time to play those two teams back to back.
They've got 5 games at home in the month of October, and the last game at the end. We've got 5 games at home in the month of October. 2 Champions League games at home against Galatasaray and FC Copenhagen. Brentford at home, Sheffield United away, and then October 29th, Manchester City at home.
So I'm going to ask you, Danny. 5 games at home. Listen, the Champions League games, no offense when I say this, they're not going on to win the Champions League. They should probably just bow the F out of the Champions League and focus on the league and get their shit together.
The thing is with the Champions League, I think they have to fight for second, because if they finish third, they're going into the Europa League, and it's a longer season. So they have to fight to get into the group stage,
and then just bow out in the first
round of 16 or whatnot, and get, maybe get lucky. I don't know. The Brentford game, you think if you should win 3 points going away to Sheffield United. You think you're going to pick up 3 points at home to Manchester City. We beat them at home last year. Maybe by the end of the month, he's got things sorted out and players back healthy, and maybe it's a good month for Manchester United. I'm also going to predict, and I'm going to keep it as a unbreaking news right now, but some sources that I have, that there's going to be a sale announcement this month.
Interesting. That won't help.
It won't help the current
help right now.
It won't help the current, but maybe it will lift a cloud. That something's getting sorted, something's getting done.
Is it who we know?
Huh?
Coca-Cola?
No.
Pepsi?
No.
Brooks?
Foreign country.
Foreign country.
Foreign government.
Man, if I could own that team.
Cameroon? Is it going to Cameroon?
Cameroon. Yes, Cameroon. The Cameroon government is
Knew
going
it.
to own Manchester.
Knew it.
I'd
Good call,
easily.
Nate.
That'd be a winning team under my belt. That's for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
They playing lacrosse? Next segment.
Next segment. All right,
Wow.
before we finish, we are going to put up the we'll put up the table. I do want to talk about that real quick. The funny thing is, we'll the one game that happened today, I don't know if anybody watched that game, Nottingham Forest versus Brentford.
I did.
Woo! Did you fall asleep at any point during that game, Nate? Yeah, maybe like once or twice. It was a piss poor game.
I thought Turner almost cost him.
Whoa,
baby!
Oh my word, did he get lucky there? But anyway, that game ended 1-1. Brentford 1-4-2 currently. So next on the docket for Manchester United in the league is Brentford. You lucky bastards. You have teams that you're playing who have one win. But let's go ahead and put up the table real quick. Here's the EPL table as it currently sits today. Almost everybody's played 7 games. Almost everybody. There's apparently like 4 teams that haven't. That's bizarre to me.
You know where you don't see that?
Where? Oh,
Bundesliga.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Nate. Manchester City obviously sitting up there with 18 points after 7 games. Tottenham Hotspur Ange Postecoglou got those guys going. Again,
Who? Say that one more time.
Ange Postecoglou. Yeah, I can say that 3 times fast, by the way. He's got them going. Got a little lucky this weekend, as we just talked about against Liverpool. Arsenal still up there on 17 points as well. Liverpool, you're still in 4th, Liverpool, so good job there. And 4th, Aston Villa. Oh, yeah, baby. 6, your Seagulls. Brooks, I'm telling you, they're still flying, man. They're still flying high.
Fine.
7th, West Ham. Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Manchester United in 10th. Nottingham Forest up to 11th. Fulham, Brentford, Wolverhampton Wanderers move up to 14th on 7 points after that win. Well, hi, Chelsea. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, I'm winning that one too. They're under 11th right now.
Yeah, they are.
Another
They are
bet.
on 5 points. If they do win the next game, they will move up to. Well, it depends how many goals they get, but they'll move up to. It looks like 10th. Excuse me, 11th. Then you've got Everton, by the way, at 16. They do have 1 win, 1 draw, for a total of 4 points, which puts them at 16th. Luton Town with only 1 win and a draw, also 4 points. Bournemouth, Burnley, and Sheffield United down there at the bottom. That's your table as it sits right now, pretty much after match week 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump away for a hot second. We're going to get a refill of our Dog and Pony Show beer. We are going to thank Soccer World. We're going to thank Next Level Training. We're going to thank the Michigan Jags and Dog and Pony Show. We're going to get a little bit of refill. We're going to get some peanuts. We're going to get a little snack. You do the same. We are not going to be on long. Don't leave the channel. Put your comments in. Is there anything you want us to talk about when we come back? We got a few topics to get to, but is there anything you want us to talk about? Put those in there, but hold tight. We'll be right back.
Tempo, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh? Oh,
Mannequin.
oh. Sorry, sir.
Hug, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right. Thanks for holding tight, guys. Appreciate it. Again, let us know what you want us to chat about. Put it in the comments. We appreciate it. Also, if you could do us another huge favor, give us a like, a subscription, and a share on We Are Soccer on the weekly recap here. Share this video. We would appreciate it. We love new people joining the group. And if you are not on our Facebook group, make sure you join there. I think we're 1,800 people strong now. And yeah, what a hell of a group. It's some good discussion, good banter back and forth. I really enjoy it. Coming up on this side of the show, we've got Messi possibly being shut down. I think this is actually Brooks' theory on how to shut him down. We'll get to that in a minute. FC Cincinnati. Woo! You won a trophy, FC Cincinnati. Christian Pulisic, we'll talk about him. FIFA have moved employees from Switzerland to the USA. We'll tell you why. A 15-year-old makes his MLS debut, second youngest player ever there. Tyler Adams out again, and a couple other little pieces we'll throw in there. All right, boys, we did just finish up the the EPL table there. Listen. It's a long season. You definitely cannot win the Premiership in September and October, but you can lose it. So you got to keep pace with it. So far, there's a couple of clubs that are up in the top 6 or 7 there that are keeping pace, and a couple that aren't. You got to get that stuff sorted out before it gets too late in the season. Put your comments in there. Let us know where you think teams are going to finish. I'm interested to know. Before we jump into anything else, boys, pretty good discussion there. Very much enjoyed that one. The hour flew by. Absolutely flew by. And then during the break, we had some additional discussion pieces. I think this has been one of the more enjoyable shows. We're going to have some midweek shows coming up very soon, so make sure you subscribe. Do us a favor. Go to our YouTube channel. Get that little bell in the upper right-hand corner. Ding! Hit that. So when we do put a new video out or we go live, you will know instantaneously. That really helps us out. If you are listening on a podcast, we appreciate it. Do us a huge favor. 5 stars. Give us a little rating there. We appreciate it. If you're a podcast guy, go ahead and subscribe. I know I would buy you a beer next time I saw you if you did that. Speaking of buying beers, Brooks, my friends, I'm cashing in the bet. Last week, you and I had a bet based on the Aston Villa
Oh, yeah.
Brighton game. You have to take me to Dog and Pony Show Brewing and buy me some beers.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, let me know.
You know what? Just so that's not a weird date, we're going to invite the other two guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find ourselves out there sitting at the bar
Danny
one
also
day.
won his bet.
Who? What? Who? What? Who? What?
Danny won his bet.
The Palace one?
No, he didn't.
No, I split it.
He split it.
Split
I
it.
thought he said that Palace wouldn't beat him twice. I thought that was the bet.
Palace beat them once.
Right. They beat him once, didn't beat him twice. Therefore, Danny would win.
I thought it was. We'll have to go back and check the wording
I,
on
I
that.
thought the bet was.
Okay.
I thought the bet was whoever it was
Keith.
Keith said, "Oh, Palace is going to beat you twice in 7 days," and Danny said, "Palace will not beat us twice in 7 days." Palace did not beat him twice in 7 days.
He is right.
Therefore, Danny wins the bet.
I thought it was the one team had to win both games.
No,
but
no, no.
You may be
He-
right.
He said they were.
Palace.
He
Cash
said
in on that bet with
Palace
Keith,
was
my
going to
friend.
win twice.
So Keith has to wear a United shirt.
All Danny said was Palace won't beat us twice. That was it.
And now, if you're going to make bets on our show, make sure you get your wording right, folks, because as you see, our lawyer, the little yipper dog, Nate, will come after you and go, "Nope, you were wrong. He is very
lawyer,
good.
lawyer and collector.
Yeah.
ATM law.
ATM.
And we're moving on. We're definitely moving
Thank you,
on,
Brooks.
lads.
You're welcome.
All right. Rumor has it Lionel Messi is being shut down for the season. He has picked up a small hamstring tear. He picked that up on international duty with Argentina. He came back, tried to play again with Inter Miami in Toronto. He lasted 30 minutes or just shy of 30 minutes and has gone out. Rumor has it he is going to be shut down for the season. Now, listen, this is pretty much the only way you were ever going to stop Lionel Messi. They did put up a valiant fight this past week for the U.S. Open Cup, but Houston prevailed. Well done. Congratulations to Houston, the Houston Dynamo, by the way. They played very well, deserved that U.S. Open Cup title, so congratulations. But Lionel Messi, I believe, will now be shut down for the season, which is unfortunate. Boys?
Is it not something that we want to consider that these top players, like Messi, like many others in the Premier League right now, Kevin De Bruyne and all that sort of stuff, they are picking up injuries now after a really difficult 12 to 14 months of playing that midwinter World Cup break and then playing in all these leagues and, you know, playing 60-odd games a season and such, and being 36 years old and saying, okay, well, we're expecting this guy to go to the MLS, you know, and put the league on his back, and which he's done in the first couple of months of the season, and then goes off again to international duty on a meaningless international break and picks up another injury, you know, a muscular injury that has now ruled him out of obviously competing in the Open Cup the other night and not being able to compete for, you know, the Inter Miami for the rest of the season. Yeah. Can we all agree that the professional footballers, as much as we want to see them on television, they are doing way too much?
Oh. Now we're all going to agree. Oh, yeah.
I think we all agreed about
Oh,
this.
yeah. Oh, we're all going to
months
agree
ago.
now. I don't know. Hey, Brooks, you remember when we were talking about maybe having a guy just playing too many games and you could pick up an injury because what happens with a sports car and you just redline the thing, the engine blows? Remember? And these guys were, oh, yeah, it's Messi. Yeah, he'll be fine. Nothing will go wrong. Nothing bad will happen. Oh, but now we're going to agree? Now we're going to agree.
Actually, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think Craig and I said the only way you could stop him if he was injured, not that he was going to get injured.
I remember somebody who said he shouldn't play in the Open Cup. Do you remember somebody said that he shouldn't play in the Open Cup? Who was that guy?
You're just mad
Who was
because
that guy?
your team.
Leave my team out of your goddamn mouth. Just like you leave our mom out of your mouth too, Brooks. I'm on a roll here. I said this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen.
You did.
I said this was going to happen.
I
said don't do it. You
think
guys
the
said
point-
you'll be fine.
I think the point is majority players are getting injured. We're seeing even younger players getting injured because, as Danny said, it's been 12 months. And in European space, the European players were involved in the Nations League, which no one gave a shit about.
That's why this kind-hearted soul didn't want to play him. For
No
the
one
opening.
has ever
I
called you a kind-hearted
said
soul.
He should not play. I'm concerned about his safety. Leave him out. Something around about like that. Brooks, help me out.
Your statement was purely for selfish reasons.
How dare you?
It was. It was.
It
purely
was
for
not. I was
self-promotion.
concerned about his safety and his well-being. It looks like I was correct.
Do you know
Don't let
what?
him
And
travel
it's
to
a bit of an oxymoron statement because you
Don't-
went all
I
the
am
way
not
to
an ox. I might be a moron.
an oxymoron statement because you went all the way to Cincinnati to watch him play, but then
did.
pissed and moaned about the fact that he
No,
shouldn't have played
my
because he didn't want to get injured.
No, you don't. No, nope. I went all the way to Cincinnati to see FC Cincinnati play.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, it was. That's why I went. You can't tell me my own motivation
I'm
for
going to
going
start
to the game that I
recording.
wanted to
I'm
go.
gonna start Messi.
I'm going to start recording our conversations.
I went there.
I don't know if
see
you know this,
Cincinnati
Danny, but
play.
they're already recorded.
I went there on the hopes that Cincinnati.
Talking about our
Hold on.
private conversation.
Hold on.
I
Pillow
don't want to
talk.
hear that.
You can't record those. Those are X-rated, not unless we charge them on our OnlyFans account.
Wait, do we have an OnlyFans account?
Danny and I do. It's called WAS, We Are Soccer Muscle Bros at OnlyFans.com. Boy, some people
you
are
guys
looking
work-
this up right now, going to be real disappointed.
If anybody
Is it just you two
clicked
working out the
in-
gym? Like
I don't-
just like slow motion pictures
The
with
funny
that
thing is-
shirts on?
I'm not even sure if that's like a thing you could do. What I just did.
You probably could.
All right.
If you really wanted to.
Anyway, can we?
I went
anyway,
there.
can-
Hold on. I went there to see Cincinnati win a historic game and move on and have that be history.
And you're pissed that they didn't because
Okay,
of
And I'm pissed that they overplayed Messi and hurt the poor Messi.
Can we go around
And-
the room?
Yep.
Brooks, do you agree that professional footballers at this moment in time are playing too many games?
Yes, because I've even stated that I think the EFL needs to cut back on one of the cup competitions, and international. All these international breaks with friendlies are crazy too. It's getting out of
Right.
hand.
100% they're playing too many games. But you don't see me complaining because I love watching the soccer. I love
Nathan.
watching the games.
Not only will I agree to it, however, I told you this was going to happen, and the Bundesliga doesn't play too many games. That's why Harry Kane went there to prolong his longevity in his career.
And you get a month off, don't you? Right?
They not only get a month off in the winter, but they only have one cup competition, and they have less games that they do in the Premier League.
So by
Yeah.
that standard, that statement you just said, then
As
so
a English-
can we blame the Bundesliga or can we blame Bayern Munich when England don't win the Euros next year because Harry Kane's had time off?
Well, I mean, when Germany beats England in that final, I mean, it's going to be a tough thing
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
blame.
don't think that's
Yeah,
happening.
that's-
Actually,
not
you
happening
should
right
be,
now.
honestly, if you're an English national team fan, I would be more hyped that he's playing in a competitive league where he could extend his career. You don't think that's a good thing? You don't think Harry
He's
Kane's a
playing
good
in
player?
a very competitive league.
You don't think?
yes.
Wait, hold on.
With
You don't
less
think,
games, yes.
Yeah,
To
you don't,
extend his-
and you don't think that's a good thing for
I
your
thought-
national team?
I thought you were going, it's a better league.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get
I'm saying
you. I
he's
get
he's
you.
able to extend his career, still maintain form, and be tip-top shape for your national team. If I were you
And for
guys,
the
I'd be happy.
And for the first time in history, we all agree.
Yep.
We are all in unison.
Timeout.
We are all in unison.
all agreed that you are a sexy son of a bitch. 15
Go for the
minutes
second
into
time in history.
Second time.
The world has stopped turning. I do have a new nickname that we're going to go with for Nate. I think we're going to start introducing him as Nate. I told you so, Janulus.
Just say Nate. I don't know.
Nate, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely going to be Nate. I told you so, Janulus. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
we have an agreement.
Yeah?
We have an agreement on our Facebook group. Michael Tyson agreed, Danny. I even think the travel season is too long. These kids play almost all year long, but we won't.
Don't get me started on
We
that.
won't. We won't get into that.
Don't
But
get me
we
started on that.
we appreciate the agreement.
Victor's here.
Victor,
Hi,
where
Victor.
the hell have you been?
He's probably been playing. And he's
10:24, Victor. Why are you just tuning in now?
Victor doesn't play anymore, by the way. He's got bad knees. Plus, he doesn't have a striker he can push the ball to.
Victor, we all have
anyway.
bad knees.
All right. So, yeah, let's get back to it, boys. Messi the rumor is he's being shut down. I guarantee Apple TV are not happy about this. MLS are probably not happy about it. But the man is 36. As Nate has said, he told us so. They did redline him. He played a lot of games. I think 12 games in the first month.
I said
Less than a month,
give
3
him a
weeks?
break. Don't play him in the Open Cup.
Well, again, you did that. For
I said put up
semi-personal.
No, I said it would be better for the league and better for Apple TV if they made the playoffs. And now you are really in danger of there being a Messi-less playoff this
Well,
year.
there's definitely a Messi-less playoff, and it's gonna be messy. Speaking of FC Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh,
They went from
Oh, yeah.
what do they call it, Brooks? They call
Wooden
it
spoon.
the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
They've gone from the wooden spoon.
Supporter shield.
Pat
It's a spoon.
Noonan.
It's
It's the worst. It's like the worst record in
Yeah,
MLS.
They went from one
It's
of
not
the
an award,
worst,
but you get labeled the
yeah,
wooden
the worst
spoon.
team. The worst team in the division gets a wooden. In the MLS gets a wooden spoon.
Get with our
They
American lingo.
They are now the Supporters Shield winners for the year, which means for you non-MLS experts, we'll say, they have the most points. They're guaranteed to finish first. Pat Noonan has done an incredible job, an absolutely incredible job at FC Cincinnati. Wonderful stadium, by the way. They have great viewers.
Beautiful stadium.
They get a trophy for finishing first, but they don't win the MLS Cup.
You got it. Well,
They won the league in your language.
they won the league, but it's
So they get a
count for
so what
anything.
they
won the
get.
league.
So what
Hold on
they
a
get.
second.
They get a plate.
Hold on a second. So
Yes.
so you got a participation trophy because
No, they won the league.
but it's not really recognized, though, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They got a.
You get a supporter shield. You get a trophy.
Mhm.
And then also they get a CONCACAF Champions League spot, automatic spot, because they were supporter shield champions.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we're on a soccer show, Craig. So just correct me if I'm
Yep.
wrong. But I mean, I know the NFC and the AFC Championship. I know those teams don't give a shit about that championship
Yeah, they
because
don't.
they only consider the Super Bowl the big one.
Yeah.
So you're jumping up and down because you got a plate.
No, I'm going to explain to you. Or do you want to explain? Because this is you can explain it a little bit better than me because you know the MLS a lot better than me. Then I'm going to explain it.
I love this.
And then hold on. I'm going to explain it from an FC Cincinnati
There you go.
fans
There you go.
segment. But you do the MLS bit.
Please enlighten me from a league perspective how this is positive.
So the supporter shield is given out to the team that has the most points from the Eastern and Western Conference, the top team of the league that has the most points at the end of the season.
But you don't win anything.
You win a shield, and then you also listen.
You-
They
you
get
It's
a
a
bye.
recognized trophy.
It is a recognized trophy. You get a CONCACAF Champions League spot. And then also, depending on how the playoff structure is, like the last couple of years, we got a bye in the first round because they were
You
the
get a
first.
Europa League spot for the League Cup, but it doesn't really mean anything.
I was going to say, so is it like finishing 6th in the Premiership?
Pretty much.
Is that fair, Brooks?
No, I would say
like winning the
supporter
league.
shield's like winning
no,
the league.
No, winning the league is
winning the MLS
end-all,
Cup.
be-all.
Okay.
That's like the MLS Cup, winning the MLS Cup.
Go ahead, Nate.
I see what you're doing.
I see.
And now I'm going to destroy you all. So let me tell you what it means to actually an FC Cincinnati support, and I hope I do it right, and I hope I do it justice because I don't live there, never have lived there. I talk to a lot of people from there, so I'm going to try my best to do it justice. There was about a couple hundred people that actually showed up to the airport to watch actually Cincinnati land and cheer them on and celebrate with the team, probably around 11 o'clock midnight range around there, to actually celebrate the team winning this supporter shield. The shield actually goes to the supporters groups, Danny, and they actually get to tote it around and actually have it and honor it. The shield is for the fans, and the team did it for the fans. And the team wanted to win this, being from the worst team in the league, now saying that they're the best team in the league, and the first time in history, and the first trophy that they've ever won. This is very meaningful to anyone who's a big fan of FC Cincinnati. Very meaningful for the team. Very meaningful for the players who played. And they could have phoned it in against Toronto, but they went out there and really put work in and actually did a good job. And for those fans actually to show up to the airport, and it was organized all online. Because I saw this stuff popping up. They're like, hey, we're going to do this. Hey, we're organizing. Hey, the Pride, actually the supporters group, the FC Pride, was the ones who put it together. I don't think it's FC Pride, just Pride, sorry. They're the ones who actually put it together, had everyone show up, had a bunch of fans at the airport in the middle of the night when those players landed, to give them a hero's welcome home and to put them on their shoulders and carrying them off. It's huge. It's really big for everyone who supports this club. So, yeah, and they're saying we're not done because we want to win the cup, the whole thing. But this is a big milestone for that club, a club that entered the league in 2018. Did I get it right? 2018 or 2019? Sorry.
Let me look that up.
2018. I think it was 2018. So freshly new, one of the newer clubs, been bottom of the league for many years, not doing well, and finally under Pat Noonan actually was able to achieve something. So it's great. And it's a great accomplishment for him. So F you. And F you.
Yeah,
I'm
2019.
I'm so moved by that.
I'm taking you to a game.
Can we?
We're going to a game.
Can we?
I'm telling you right now.
Can we put Nate up for an Oscar or Nobel Peace Prize?
Agreed.
because
It's
of
not.
that?
No, it's not.
It was the most fucking amazing
Listen,
thing I've ever
I
heard in
felt-
my life. Even though the moment I walk out of this door, I'm going to completely forget it.
Yeah.
Hey, I found love in this team when I went down there about 12 months ago and realized the fan base that they had. And
It's
actually
real.
I got a European experience inside the States. Smaller scale, but I'm telling you right now, you want a European basis, and I've been to European games. I've been to United games. I've been to West Ham games. I've been to a dozen Stuttgart games. I've been to Bayern Munich games. I went to saw the Germany versus Poland. I have a good basis of a few years of how this sport's played overseas. And in Cincinnati, the atmosphere they have there, the fan base they have there, the stadium they have there is the closest thing you will come to in the Midwest to European football.
I have no doubt the atmosphere is phenomenal. I have no doubt it's European-esque. But that still doesn't explain that finishing first gets you a plate and means something. Wouldn't you rather finish second and go on to win the MLS Cup?
No, because it gets you a CONCACAF Champions League
Or
spot.
wait, why is it?
you rather finish second and go on to win the MLS
on.
Cup?
Hold
Excuse
on.
me. Why is it and/or? How about finish first and then go and win the whole damn thing, which is what they're saying.
No one finishes first and
You
goes
get-
on to win the MLS Cup.
You get the Supporters
No one?
Shield. You get
Doesn't happen.
No
a
one.
trophy. You get the
Brooks.
Supporters Shield trophy. You get a CONCACAF Champions League spot, which everyone wants to win, so they can get in the Club World Cup with all the expansion stuff. And then, so you can put your team on a bigger scale.
So it's like finishing sixth in the Premiership.
And then, what are you talking about? You got the most points in the league, so that's like you're finishing first.
Can you tell? Can somebody?
And
tell
then also, you get a playoff bye.
Can somebody tell me what you get if you win the MLS Cup? I know you get a trophy, but do you get? A
You also get a CONCACAF Champions League spot.
So why did?
So when
It's
so-
harder to win the
so how-
Supporters Shield than
so
it
how
probably
many-
is to win
so
in the playoffs.
How many teams go into the playoffs?
So it's 9 from each conference this year.
So you can finish 9th and still get an MLS Cup and
Good.
still go into the CONCACAF Champions League.
Good.
Wow.
Here's the
But
deal.
it's harder to win
Here's
the
the deal.
Supporters
It's
Shield.
amazing.
Hey, Brooks,
Yes.
mark this shit. Hey, Craig, write this shit down.
Is this a bet board?
Yeah, this is bet board.
There you go.
Cincinnati's win the whole goddamn thing.
What do you want to bet?
Whatever you want.
Six-pack, Dog and Pony Show Brewing?
You
six-pack?
call it because I am so confident in this team.
You know what?
You call it.
We're going to
I
double
don't give
it.
a shit.
We're going to double
What do
it.
you want?
We're going to double
What do
it.
you want?
If
Triple it.
If FC
Triple,
Cincinnati
bitch.
win,
Come on.
Wait.
Let's go.
I'm going in with him on this.
yep. Okay.
I'm going to enjoy whatever the hell I'm about to win from
if
you
FC
two.
Cincinnati win the
Win.
MLS Cup.
No. You said it wrong. Win. FC Cincinnati wins.
Okay.
Win.
If
Win.
FC Cincinnati wins
Sorry, you spelled win wrong.
the MLS Cup, Danny and I will both buy you a six-pack from Dog and Pony Show Brewing, and
Keep your six-pack. I'll take the championship shirt.
we will both give you a $25 gift certificate to Soccer World,
Oh, where they have the championship shirt.
and we'll organize a training session for you and with Next Level Training at Aaron Bird. Personalized.
I want Aaron Bird to work out with me.
Oh, yeah.
Dude was stretching. Dude
He's
is
ripped,
fit.
by the way. He is.
Then he
very
compliments
shape.
my ass. I'm looking at him going, bro, you are. You are.
ripped.
He's like, well, I'm just trying to look like you. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
you, bro. Yeah. All right.
That dude can run for 90 minutes and freaking go for
I
it.
can run for 90 seconds. We're exactly the same.
You will get a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
God.
And if
Anybody else wins?
anybody else, the field, the other 17 teams.
What do we want? We're going to be really careful about this.
We're
What do we
actually going
want?
to think about. What do we want?
I want a steak dinner.
Oh,
You want me to cook it?
Beers? No. I want you to take us somewhere. Steak dinner, beers, Uber, so we don't have to drive, and he has to buy steaks, booze, and everything.
Dude, I'll
all
go to
night.
Gachos. You want to go to Gachos? Oh my God.
We don't want to go anywhere that you like. We'll pick somewhere. Want to go to Fleming's
ooh, that's a good place.
Wow.
You're gonna turn down Brazilian steakhouse?
or the Whitney?
What the hell's
I've
wrong
been
with you?
there.
In
I'm gonna
Detroit?
go rent.
Holy
You gotta-
smokes,
you-
that's an expensive
You got to
meal.
take us to the Whitney.
Yeah,
That's an
okay.
expensive meal.
Uber paid.
Whatever.
Uber driving, drinks, everything.
Yeah. Fine.
Nate
Let's
Nate
go.
is pretty damn confident in his FC Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Put that on the bet board, friends.
Just the three
we
of
got a
them.
bet. And
I am
Brooks is
so
out. Brooks is
goddamn
Staying out of this one. I'm
You
not
know
got
why?
no bets.
Because this team was built by people who know the fucking game.
Pat Noonan.
And
Yeah.
Chris
Played
Albright.
against him. And
Chris Albright.
Chris Albright.
And they're gonna, if Messi's not in this tournament now, which is highly likely,
Always
they're gonna go the distance and they're gonna win it. I'm confident. Let's go.
And if any other and there's a subtext to that, if any other team wins the MLS, Luke Zagorski wants you to get a rest in peace Harambe tattoo on your ass cheek.
So is that supposed to go to my next to my other rest in peace Harambe?
Yes.
Or Michael Tyson says you
I
have
already
to.
got two of them.
Michael Tyson says you have to wear the winning MLS team jersey on the air.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I already got FC Cincinnati.
Hey,
Actually, I don't
we
have
gotta
an
get
FC
this date
Cincinnati.
sorted out because
Wait,
he's
hold
gonna be Ubering us to Whitney to get
Hold on,
absolutely
even
shit.
better.
I don't have an FC Cincinnati jersey actually.
We'll buy you one
I'll buy you.
if they win. If they win.
Ooh.
On Victor has
Let's go.
said me and him will drive the three of you, and we'll just watch you guys get just blasted.
Win-win. Everybody wins.
Yes.
I'm happy with this.
A win-win.
I'm good for that,
sounds
Victor.
good.
This is
Good.
a bet and a half. Can we
Yeah.
just pick the date already?
Yeah. Can we do it like next week?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
We'll take it pre in advance.
So the playoffs are.
So wait, let me
I
understand.
don't care. We're
Let me-
going to win.
Let me understand this bet. I lose. We all go out and Victor drives me, so that's a win.
Well, Victor and I.
But you pay.
You're taking us to the Whitney, dude. Have you ever been to the Whitney before?
Yeah, it's all right.
We're talking $150 steaks. We're talking $1,000 dinner.
Bitch, I've been to the Canary Wharf in London.
I don't know where that is, but you know.
I'll look it up.
Listen.
$100 steaks.
We got a lot. We got a lot riding on this, so we're gonna check back in the next couple of
Luke
weeks.
All right,
Zagorski,
all right.
Luke
So-
Zagorski is more excited about this bet than
All right.
Christmas.
So let me understand this right. I lose, I win because I get rides to a goddamn good steakhouse.
Yep.
I win again because I'm gonna get a jersey
Yeah.
that I'm too cheap to buy.
I don't think the wife's going to be too happy about the credit card bill that night. But
I got a bonus this year. I'm good.
There you go. I thought he was gonna go with another word there. By the way.
hey, we've got a night out, buddy.
Let's
we
do
got
this.
a night out. We got a night out.
Again, I think we should do this next week before the playoffs even start.
Reality is, they win. I take you guys out anyways. Who? Yeah, everyone's a winner. Hey.
All right, boys.
And we'll
All
have
right.
an Instagram video.
And we got an Instagram video. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we'll get
From
some
that.
content. We
Yeah.
get some extra content.
Yeah. What's on Instagram?
What's an Instagram? You were on Instagram, I think.
I am.
I don't know.
You are.
But before we do that, all right, here we go. We're going to put up the table. Here is officially FC Cincinnati winning the Supporters Shield plate at
Oh.
62 points. It's a bit early.
A good question, Brooks, who knows the league very well. If you're in first place, do you get to play at home throughout?
Yes, the higher C gets to host.
Oh, would you guys?
But it's also 2 legs this year.
Oh, would
Yeah.
you like to look up their home record? Because it's pretty fucking good.
Why does that matter when it's a home and
13,
away
1
record?
and 1.
Why
yeah.
does that matter when it's a two-legged affair?
Because they do goals for. Away.
What's the record away?
They're
6, 3, and 7.
Yeah, shit.
Ooh.
winning at home.
6, 3, and 7. My, oh,
Do the old Alex Ferguson winning at home?
Mate,
You don't got to worry.
when they
about
get knocked out in the first round, we're booking this.
Yep, absolutely. Ooh, getting knocked out in the first round. How fun would that
not
be?
happening.
FC
They don't even
Cincinnati
play in the
1,
first round.
Orlando City 2, Columbus Crew, Luke Zagorski's Columbus Crew 3, Philadelphia Union. Bit of a surprise there. We always all expected them to be a little bit further up the table, but
That's
there are
not
4.
the updated table.
Isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, there was a game or two tonight.
Yeah,
Let's
I have
take
the
it this
updated
evening.
one.
We'll just go with this.
That's fine, yeah.
Let's go with this. Revolution. The bottom 3. Yeah,
Still the same.
Toronto, still the same. Miami FC, CF, excuse me, and Charlotte FC. Listen, it is what it is. Miami couldn't quite get it done. They won't get there. No
Well,
big deal. We'll
hold
move on. Yep.
Mathematically, I think there's just
It
still a
ain't gonna
chance.
happen. Oh,
They
Come
could.
on, there's still a chance.
Because the 9th place team, Montreal, is 37 points, and Miami is on 33. So
everybody in favor, or everybody think that they will get there? Raise your
Good.
hand. Yeah. Are you saying they're going to get there?
I think it's possible.
Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into Miami, you're
They've
gonna
won
get into
games
the
with that
playoffs.
most.
Without Messi and Jordi Alba.
Yeah, I think
gone
so.
down injured.
It's possible.
Interesting. They just
Wow,
tied. They
you've
just tied 1-1
completely
yesterday.
changed your Into Miami tune. What happened to Brooks?
Who is this new Brooks?
Did you have a stroke?
I did not.
Or have you just grown a pair of cojones?
all I know is
It
that
requires a pair of cojones to make that statement, but
all I know there was 2 champions this weekend. On Saturday it was FC Sandy, and Sunday was ATM. Next segment.
Oh boy! All right, well let's finish up the table for the
Western.
for the MLS. There, let me. Get
Nobody cares about that Western Conference.
Yeah, they do.
it
St.
is-
Louis. This is expansion
All
year for
right.
St. Louis. Look at that. That's
Yep, and
awesome.
Here we go. 17 wins on the year. This is MLS history, boys. No expansion team has come in and won 17 games off the bat. That is absolutely incredible.
By the
It's a
way,
newly formed team.
I've spent
By the way-
2 weekends in St. Louis over the past month.
You need to go to a game,
It's
my friend.
absolutely fantastic city.
Yeah.
Right. I walked around this weekend. The Cardinals had a 3 game series against the Cincinnati Reds this weekend. City is absolutely amazing. You know, obviously I didn't get to a soccer game, but yeah, I might.
By the way,
I might blow him off, and I might go St. Louis.
By the way,
Ooh.
guess who built that St. Louis team, Nate?
Hold on.
Sorry,
Wait, who
Yeah.
built it?
letting
I
him.
might do it.
He's the other.
Just because of how rude you were about the Premier League. You want to change my tune, pat me on the
Hold on.
ass, and we're good.
No.
You don't want to pat me on the ass?
No.
You did it at the gym on Wednesday.
This is a breakup, possibly.
A breakup?
How dare you?
We were on a break.
We were on a break.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I redact everything I said. Danny just looked at me with those eyes.
Mm.
I just forgot everything he said.
By the way, do you know who built that St. Louis City team?
Danny's eyes?
No.
Oh,
He'll
it
build
was
it.
like close.
Who
Germans.
built it?
Germans.
Yeah.
Lot
The
of
Germans?
The Germans build everything.
Usually English come here and mess things up. Honestly,
Hey!
a lot of these MLS teams.
Hey!
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them come up and they fail.
You know-
Okay,
you
Brooks.
know
The
what?
Germans have done a very good job.
Reason
You know what?
Get to sit on a lake on July 4th is because we decided to give you your country back. Only reason
that
that
movie
you sit on a
works.
lake.
We decided to give you the country back. You know what? There's still time. You can apologize to the king. He will let you come back.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Good.
Country
We're
shit.
going to finish up the table here in the Western Conference. St. Louis City, Seattle, LAFC, Houston Dynamo.
That's a good one.
That
Pat
is-
Onstead and those guys have turned that
done
team
well this
around.
year. They were poor in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Real Salt Lakes, Vancouver Whitecaps, Portland Timbers rounding out 7th there. San Jose and Dallas rounding out the top 9. The bottom, Colorado. Poor.
Eliminated, done.
Eliminated, done. LA Galaxy. You know what? They've won more games than I thought they would this year. They started out the season absolutely terribly. Austin FC, who last year did really well, and then just this year.
There's 2 teams I'm happy that are below this playoff line: Kansas City and flipping Minnesota.
Yeah, they could.
I've
still-
got an
they
interesting
could
question
still
for Brooks.
creep
Actually,
up there.
you know, our sexy Indian-loving Brooks.
He's
Okay.
big in India.
He's big in India.
He is
He's always big and huge.
Huge.
Brooks, who do you have? And don't be biased. I don't want any Portland Timbers shit. Who do you have winning the playoffs? Who do you have winning the MLS Cup right now? Come on, just give me a team off the top of your head.
C. F. C.
LAFC can definitely be potential to win.
C.
FC Cincy definitely can. St. Louis could be an interesting one. There are a lot. But to me, this year's.
That's not what he didn't say.
This-
Give me your top
Right,
5. He
right.
said, "Pick. You got to
Pick
pick
a winner.
one."
Pick one.
Pick a winner.
one.
One. Pick
Pick
one.
a winner. Come on, Brooks. You're the MLS
One.
expert. Pick a
C.
winner.
I will
C.
take. I think honestly, I think FC Cincy have a very, very good chance to win because consistent.
Because his opinion on who wins really counts for something.
Because
All I
It
got.
counts for everything in my world.
They've
ahead,
been really
Brooks.
consistent this year. I think Pat Noonan has them playing a style of soccer that has worked very well for them defensively and getting in and scoring goals in the final third. Just the players he's chosen, the players he's filled in with the players he's lost and had to sell. So I think it's been a very consistent, good year for FC Cincy. And I think when you go into the playoffs, and especially if you end the year well, usually ending the year well and going into the playoffs and riding a hot streak is a very good thing too. So
Can I sum up everything you said with just 2 words?
Sure.
Lucio Acosta.
Mm-hmm.
There was something I saw online that said he's 5'3".
Yeah.
Is he legit 5'3"?
No, he's not that small.
No, he's 5'4". Don't exaggerate.
I think
He's on steroids.
Maxi Morales for NYCFC was 5'3".
No, he's Brooks. He's like 5'4" or 5'3".
Yeah, Lucio. Yeah, but I know Maxi Morales for sure is 5'3".
That's tiny.
I know, and they say small people can't make it in MLS. That's just big and athletic. So there you go.
I'm gonna go with St. Louis.
You're going to St. Louis?
All
I'm
right,
gonna go St. Louis.
Huh.
is that your new? Do you like Purina? Is that why?
I tell you, I've had 2 great weekends in St. Louis. I like the city.
Oh,
If I was going to leave Michigan and leave my bro Chacho.
Oh.
See that?
You're
Bro
gonna leave
Chacho?
me.
Yeah,
You're gonna
my
leave
bro
me.
Chacho.
for St.
So-
Louis. You're gonna leave me for St. Louis.
So
Hold on, he's leaving me. He had 2 great weekends without me. Is all I'm hearing.
so
All I'm hearing.
no more Inter Miami. This is your team now, St. Louis.
No. I love it
Playoff.
in Miami. Beckham, Messi, Jordi Alba. I love it in Miami. That's my team.
Okay,
I was picking a playoff. If I was asked to pick a playoff
okay.
team,
Fair enough.
I'm going with St. Louis.
Fair enough.
I'm
All right.
just all I heard was I'm leaving Nate. I had 2 weekends amazingly without him.
Do you want to come with me?
I was over here dying.
I want to invite. By the way, he did just mention
Yes.
David Beckham. The documentary comes out in 3 days. I think it's October 4th, correct?
October 4th. Everybody,
Starts.
6-part miniseries on good old Bex.
Yeah. Netflix, is it?
Netflix, yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually it's a deep dive. He's done a couple actually, and they've been really good.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more in depth.
Ooh.
We're gonna get to learn about a little bit more about the '98 World Cup sending off with Diego Simeone,
Oh.
the dressing room situation with Sir Alex. So we're gonna get a deep dive.
A little bit deeper.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm excited. So October 4th, Wednesday, I believe that is.
By the way, have you watched the Kickin' It show on CBS Golazo? That was really good too.
Nope.
That was a good one. It's got your favorite people in there, and one of my favorite guys.
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
No.
Peter Drury.
Do not.
No.
No. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like Peter Drury.
Charlie
Don't
Davies.
tell me
It's got-
Dempsey.
It's got Charlie
Dempsey is
Charlie
useless.
Davies, Clint Dempsey, and the first interview two-parter
Don't
was
say Teletour.
Thierry Henry.
out,
Oh my God.
and I'm out.
It was actually really good.
I'm out.
It was really. You need to watch. It was actually really. I subscribed
I-
to Paramount to watch it.
You feel about Peter Drury the same way I feel about Taylor Twellman.
Oh, I don't like Taylor Twellman either.
Taylor Twellman is a pleb.
I don't mind.
absolute
I don't mind
pleb.
Taylor. I don't mind him.
Wow.
I don't mind him.
You don't mind Taylor Twellman.
No, I don't mind
He
him.
has good hair.
He's the most anti-English person I've ever heard broadcasting.
He loves the MLS.
Yeah, he's just so pro MLS, but I don't
Yeah.
mind him.
He's not pro Landon Donovan.
No, he definitely.
But anyways,
not. Well, let me hold you. Now,
it's great. I
I
would
do want to
suggest
get
you
back
guys
to
watch it.
You know what? We need to do a segment at some point
Yeah.
on favorite soccer shows, announcers, commentators, you name it. I think because we've all, as you just heard Danny say, he does not like Taylor Twellman. I don't like Peter Drury. I'm really not a fan of Clint Dempsey and Charlie Davies, but it is what it is. I'm going to put it back to the all cam here. I think my main question for you, Brooks,
Yeah.
bringing that up, have you changed your mind that he should be the next or should be the U.S. men's national team coach?
No, honestly, it makes me believe that he was a huge mistake that they didn't interview him even more.
Who?
Thierry Henry. After everything they talked about, it was a really good interview with him at Arsenal talking about how he had to overcome a lot of things and what he learned. And I think it could have been
I'm gonna
excellent.
have to watch this to see what
was great.
you
It
were
was great.
saying, 'cause
He would have been perfect for all these young players.
I just fell asleep
He
there for
was
30
shit
seconds.
in your league.
in every league he's ever been in, he's been shit.
And the locker room blew up
Yeah.
in every team he was
He has
I
in.
made
even
me-
hated him.
he has
But
made me a
really,
believer in him.
You're the only one who believes in him. By
In
the
the
way.
continental United States, you're the only one that believes in Thierry Henry.
I think in the world.
Are
I
you
don't think
French?
anybody wants him for the club.
I am not French.
It-
I think I'm a little part French.
Maybe he's
but
high.
It
Are you
makes
high
sense.
again?
Makes sense. Definitely.
It was the chocolate milk you gave me.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to tell you what was in that.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, boys. Christian Pulisic scored again, as we mentioned earlier. That's now 3 goals, 1 assist in 7 games in the Italian Serie A, or as Brooks refers to it, as the Pizza League. Yep.
It might be a little racist.
It might be.
Why?
But he said it. I'm
But
just saying.
the pizza pasta
Pizza's
league.
great.
What else do you
Now
want?
it's the pizza pasta league?
Yeah.
You're naming a food that wasn't even made in that country.
Pizza and pasta and wine league.
Pizza was made in Italy.
No, it wasn't.
Where was it made?
I believe in Canada. No,
No.
America.
I think it was.
It's
Well,
America.
Pizza Hut and
No,
everything
is it
started.
American or
Yeah.
no? It's got to be Italian.
No, it's not.
It's not.
So it's
No,
pa-
All right.
it
Does
is.
anybody
is
actually
pasta American
know?
too?
No, pasta's Italian.
Don't tell me like macaroni came from Brazil either. Like mac and cheese.
Pizza's Italian, you Wally.
Sure about that?
Yes. You're an absolute
on.
pleb.
All
Well,
right,
I
we're
can
gonna look
tell
it
you
up.
what, we are going to look that up, or someone will look it up for us.
Only way
But
to
there's an
statistician,
American
yeah.
in Italy who's doing the work. He's doing the business. 25 million is all it took to get. I am 100% convinced, by the way, that Puma had a hand in that, because you do remember in the middle of the season, I think it was December, he switched from Nike. I think it was Nike or Adidas, whatever. Switched to Puma.
It was Nike.
He switched to Puma, and now all of a sudden he's playing for AC Milan, who's sponsored by Puma. There was something involved there.
I think I would like to go back to maybe a couple months ago where Mr. Hearn and myself, I think I was sat there because Nate was on one of his fishing trips, wherever he was,
Before we get to that,
We have a hot take. Luke Zagorski says Wikipedia says pizza
oh, hold on.
is Italian.
It actually was made in Napoli. I owe the Italy.
You owe everybody
apology.
Yeah, the
all my
the
Italian
Napoleons.
listeners.
Can I?
Hold on, I got it.
Sorry.
You know,
Cut me
all
off.
my Napoleons. I am very sorry and deeply
Anyway,
sorry that I made this mistake. Go ahead.
Anyway, let's go back to a couple of months ago. I believe when I was sat right there and Nate was on one of his, hunting trips, fishing trips, wherever it was in Cincinnati or whatever.
ATM
Yeah,
trips.
ATM hunting trips. Yes.
And I was in your chair?
Yes, you were sat here, Brooks. You were in the
yeah.
important chair,
Yeah.
not the kids' table.
Whoa.
Ow.
I do remember a couple of months ago where me and Mr. Hearn actually said that him going to Italy and to play for Milan was a great thing.
Wait, no.
Time out.
Stop it.
Hold
I
on,
started
Brooks,
that
let me,
a
no,
long
stop. You
time
stop.
ago.
You stop. Time out. I remember one Mr. Brooks saying a long time ago. It's no good.
It
when
might
you
have
give
been all
yourself-
three of us,
Yeah,
but I
it's
definitely
no
remember
good
the
when you give
conversation
yourself.
that you and I had.
you
That's
just-
right. Let him
It's no
speak.
good when you give yourself
Sorry.
credit. Let me give you credit. Time out. I remember one Mr. Brooks saying he should go to the Italy League. He'd be best played there, and Milan is where he should go to. That was before any rumors came out. This man was an oracle.
I'm not discrediting Brooks. I think Brooks has got amazing capabilities when it comes to American players.
I do.
Bravo, Brooks.
What is this when you say American players? Is he not American? What is
Yeah, what are you getting here?
Yeah, what is this? What is happening?
Then I know what I'm doing as a scout, and I know what levels players should play at.
Oh shit!
But
Wind out of the sail.
Yes, wind out of the sails. Brooks, you're an amazing man.
Man,
Amazing man with a great eyebrows. Beautiful hair.
I haven't
What?
seen an
You can't say that with a
American-
straight face, can you?
I haven't seen an American beat
So
the
does
shit
this
out
not
of an
mean it's
English
truth?
person like this since, the revolution.
I will. I'm going to take us back about 6 months. Brooks did call it, and I said no. It's best for him to stay in the Premiership. But if he went to the Serie A, he would probably do very well because it is a little bit of a slower league. And I think a couple of months later, Danny and I said it would be best for him to maybe stay and play in the best league in the world again. But if he did go to the Serie A, he would probably tear it apart because he is pretty quick. And Brooks, I will give you credit and say you called it early, but
I did.
I think we said because if he goes there, he's gonna do really well.
Well done, Brooks.
Yeah, that's all we got.
By the way, Thierry Henry talked about that in the Kicking It show.
God
He
damn
talked
it,
about
Brooks.
He did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Luke Zagorski, the man, the myth, legend, who keeps coming up with
hold on.
some
Luke's-
brainstormers.
Hold on. Luke basically hates Cincinnati. We talked for
Okay,
about
but this is
Cincinnati
not about
Columbus.
Cincinnati, so
That's
you be
why.
quiet.
It's about Italy. Go ahead.
Thierry Henry failed at Monaco,
Oh my God.
Yep.
failed at Montreal,
Yep.
I just need
helped
my.
dismantle the Belgium national side,
Yep.
and you put him on a pedestal. Why? Is it because you
No,
like
you
bagels?
We cannot do this now. You have to give me my 10 minutes of of a segment to explain why.
10 minutes.
Yes. Fine. 5 minutes. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll give you. You know what?
We've got
Uh,
5 minutes.
No.
We got one or two other things to get to, but you
We're
know what? I'm
next.
even going to allow. Listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut to myself here. This is what we're going to do. We are not here, everybody. We are not here next week for a live show on Sunday night. We will have some videos for you. Don't worry. But 2 weeks from tonight, we're gonna give Brooks some homework tonight. So 2 weeks from tonight, Brooks, your job is to come back and try to convince us and the world why Thierry Henry should be the U.S. men's national team coach.
Hold up.
And we will have our Premier League Team of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's
Hold
what
up.
worked for
I
everybody.
feel like we've done this song and dance once before.
We have.
Shut
But
up.
Now we're gonna do it again and win again.
Shut up! He's gonna come with an amazing theory.
Yeah,
The second time
Pretty
around?
much like the Messi one.
Yeah, I say wait.
Okay.
Let's not make sure it's yeah.
I don't know. I think my VAR theory has been going pretty well. So
I
far.
agree with the VAR theory.
Not going down the.
I
betting
agree with the
theory
VAR
again.
theory.
All right.
He's got a point there.
No, he doesn't.
I think he does.
I don't want to get into betting and gambling with referees.
You're
All
just
right,
afraid they're going to come after you.
so this is true.
Get him a shirt.
This is Emma shirt. Listen, all right. So we talked about the American Christian Pulisic, Captain America, as I like to call him. He is no longer the captain, though, is he, of the national team? Who is the captain of the U.S. men's national team?
Christian Pulisic?
No, it's Tyler Adams.
Sorry, it's Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams.
Well, they all switch and we're different. Like
No.
sometimes McKenny's,
But
it's
but
different.
but they're all healthy for the World Cup, right?
Yes,
Well,
but they've all switched the armband. But yes, Tyler Adams got hurt.
Tyler Adams is now injured again.
Yes.
He has literally come back from a long-term injury, which he's been out for 6 months. He's come back. He's played a game and a half, and he is injured again. The rumor is hamstring injury again, and he's going to be out for several months. Tyler Adams, who was purchased for £25 million, is now injured again. Bournemouth. Maybe your medical team and your doctors need to get certified again, because that is a horrible buy. You are a club who does not and cannot afford to spend £25 million.
Maybe it's because he's played a lot of games,
Too many games.
including the World Cup halfway through a season, and maybe because the U.S. men's national team plays more friendlies than any other country possible.
They do a lot.
They do.
It's
They do.
no wonder players are dropping like flies. They're not freaking robots.
Yeah.
They are professional footballers.
It's nutty. It is. You're right. You're not wrong.
It's TV deals and the rest of it that are dictating when these players can play. And
Especially
it's
you-
absolutely asinine.
Especially U.S. soccer. Like they were in the negative for a little. They want all that money back, and the deal with the women and everything. Like they want a lot of that money back.
Yeah, you're
So they
not
try to
wrong.
fit as many games as they can in.
But they're not going to have They're not going to have viewers to tune in to watch their favorite players play when they're all on the sideline injured.
Oh no, I agree. And also, like the last international break. Like, I mean, this one's at least decent with Germany. I think another decent side they play this October one.
Play Germany coming up
Yeah.
in 2 weeks here.
Yeah.
All right. So, Brooks, you had breaking news earlier of a 13-year-old playing in the USL Championship, correct?
I did.
There was a 15-year-old, the second youngest player ever. He made his debut yesterday in the MLS.
Oh,
At
yeah.
15 years old, 190 days, Julian
Hall.
Zakaruski Hall became the second youngest player to make his MLS debut since Freddie Adu in 2004. Zakaruski Hall has signed his first professional contract with the New York Red Bulls earlier this month, reportedly turning down interest from European clubs.
Germany in particular.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The forward is a New York City native and has Polish ancestry from his mother. He's represented both the U.S. and Poland at youth level. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting, if I'm being
He's-
honest.
He's
He turned down the opportunity to go to Europe we're hearing, as you heard Brooks say there,
Yeah.
German clubs, where we've seen Pulisic, Gio Reyna, you probably name off the youngest Aronson brother.
Yeah.
There are players who go there at this young age and develop and become very good players. He has opted to stay here in the MLS.
So there was
Interesting.
one other Red Bull kid that left to go over to actually Dortmund's academy. So this is happening a lot more with the German clubs. They want those younger American kids to come on over and play. You know, whether it's Munich or with Chris Richards going over to Munich as a younger player, and so yeah, it's coming, man. And
But it's
Julian Hall scored a lot of goals. You know,
It's
and that
interesting to see
guaranteed.
them turn it down. A player turn it down.
Yeah, and listen, he's 15, right? So let's not jump the gun here. He's still got a lot of growing to do, but that's a big milestone for him to play with the first team. But we'll see how it goes.
Any player that's playing for the US men's national team should be looking at playing in Europe. Because if you're playing in Europe, you're developing as a better player than you are in the MLS, which is going to support your national team better.
Well, he's in the youth national team system, which you guys just, poo-poo, so.
We don't poo-poo it. We just poo-poo it when you start saying that they should represent one country all the way through and they can't switch.
No.
All right. Well, that's a discussion for another day, ladies and gentlemen. A big thank you to our sponsors. Soccer World. SoccerWorld.net is where you can get all your soccer gear online. They have 3 fabulous locations here in the Metro Detroit area. Thank you to Next Level Training, Aaron Bird, Scotty Wright, Renato, Dylan, Bilal, the best trainers in the country for Next Level Training. Find them. Get your kids signed up. They are phenomenal. Dog and Pony Show Brewing. They are the beer sponsor. Very much appreciate them. We are going to be down there hanging out, so come visit us. As you hear, there are some bets that need to be paid up. We're going to be at Dog and Pony Show Brewing, paying that up. Thank you to the Michigan Jags they have some of the best coaches and kids levels around. My kids this weekend played Junior Jags, which is a 5-year-old, pre-MLS 2, which is under 11, and then pre-GA something or other, which is U9. I'm all wrapped up in the Jags. Boys, thank you for today. That was a fun show, my friends.
Fun show. Always fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, boys. Again, just a reminder for everybody, we are not live next week, but 2 weeks from today we are. We will have some videos this week and next week, so make sure you subscribe. Give us a like, a subscription, and a share on all the channels we're at. And until next week,